Sanskar?
Absolutely clear, sir.
Okay, fine,
Yes.
fine. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So today we are going to learn about the one of the best indicators that I have been using for the last 3 years of my trading journey. This is one of the best indicators that I have come across, and I love this indicator very much. And this one indicator is is the only one thing that I feel I am working each and every day on it for for different kinds of setups and for different types of trading. For example, uh, for long-term investing, I have already back tested this RSI indicator. For swing trading, for positional trading, currently I
Because
am working on it. I am working on this RSI strategy for future trading, but I am just working on it. I have not completed this back testing of this future trading with RSI. So what today we will discuss is how we can do long-term investing using this RSI, how we can do swing trading, how we can do positional trading. We will come across, we will also talk about intraday trading using this RSI strategy itself. So first of all, uh, I'm not going to explain this what is RSI and how this RSI indicator is plotted on this chart, but I will just simply tell you and I will let you know how to use this and how we are using it to take trades, initiate trades. So all these things, what is this and what is this and what are the concepts behind RSI? All this is available on Google. You can Google it out and you will get all these things. So let's get onto chart and understand this RSI concept. Okay. So first of all, I will come with let's move to the chart of Reliance Industries.
Mukund, we can't see your screen if you are mentioning.
Oh, sure, sure. Sorry. Okay, let me share it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it might be visible right now. Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, it's now visible.
Okay, fine. So one of the basic things that we will follow, in this RSI strategy is you can see this is my RSI indicator. One of I would like to keep everything simple. If we follow the simplest trading setups, that would be easy for each and every one of us, and I believe in doing the same thing. I believe using one single indicator, not more than 2 or 3 indicators, so that we don't get messed up. So one of the best things that we can use is this RSI. So how to use this RSI? For example, now many one of you will ask this how to plot this RSI. So for this, I am using this trading view setup, trading view charting platform. So we can go in this indicator tab, right? You click on this indicator tab and we can find out relative strength index. Okay. So this is relative strength index, and this is what is RSI. Okay, so once we click it, we will get it. I have already plotted this on my chart, so I am not clicking it again once again. So you can see this that I am using this RSI indicator. So what is this? What is the setup that I use for RSI? What is the settings that I use for RSI? So for RSI, let me tell you. For RSI, the settings that I use, is 60/40. So the conventional method of using RSI is many people or the old school thought of this RSI using this RSI is to understand whether the stock is in oversold zone or overbought zone. This is what we have been using this RSI indicator for, right? This thought is the old school thought, and this has been used widely for so many of times. From long ago. This is the only concept that has been that was being used to check a stock whether it is an oversold position, whether it is an overbought position. For example, if you are seeing that this stock is around above 70 or above 80, something like that, people used to think that okay, this stock is in oversold position, and so we should short it. And if the RSI is below 20 or 25 or 30, they feel that okay, the stock is in oversold position, so they start buying it. So this was the initial concept, or this has been the initial concept behind RSI. But now we will modify this concept and we will learn a new thing. So what I am using it, the setting that I will use is I will use the 60-40 concept. Okay. I will be using this 60-40 concept, that upper band that we are seeing, this green line, this is the upper band. This is 60, and the lower band that we will use is 40. 60 and 40 is the setting that we will use for our RSI indicator. Okay. Am I right? And this input, this length is, the length would be 14 days. Okay. 14, and the upper band will be 60 and the lower band will be 40. So now what does this 60 and 40 indicate? So now let's understand the new thought that I'm going to inculcate or I'm going to explain to you. The new thought behind this is that I am telling you that this RSI indicator is okay. You can think it as oversold or overbought position indicator to be used for overbought and oversold position. But you can also take it. Many of you, or almost all of you who do work or who do take care or who have work, who are working on it, on all these technical steps and technical analysis, you might be knowing that this RSI indicator tells you the momentum of any stock. Okay, this is a momentum indicator. So now what I am going to emphasize, or what I am going to tell you, that I believe that whenever the RSI crosses 60, the stock is in strong uptrend. So the concept that I will be focusing, or that I will be telling you, is if the RSI is crossing 60, if the RSI is crossing this 60 mark, the stock is entering a very strong uptrend zone. And if the stock is breaching this 40 line, the stock is moving into a bearish zone, means strong downtrend zone. Am I clear? This is the basic concept, simple concept. If a stock is moving above this, if the RSI is moving above this 60 zone, so it is entering a very strong bullish zone or very strong uptrend zone. If the stock is breaching this 40 line and coming downwards, then we are entering a very, very strong bearish zone or very, very strong downtrend zone. Is this clear? This is the very short thing that I have learned. Okay. Now the next part is what to be thought if the stock is in between. So this stock in between is a kind of consolidation or a kind of sideways movement that we always talk about. A stock should be in a sideways move before a rally. Okay. So for example, let us see it here. Let's come and see this. You can see the stock crossed, if you see here, the stock crossed 60, and you can see the bounce. You can see the cursor and the price movement. This price movement has occurred. The price movement you can see. As soon as the stock hits 60 RSI, and you can see the candle that has been formed. The stock was around 2014 levels when this RSI touched 60, and the stock moved up to 2200 plus. You can see this movement. It came up to the highest RSI, where at the highest RSI it has made a high of 2250. So you can see the significant up move once the RSI is touching 60, not touching, once the RSI is crossing 60. So this is the simple thing that I am trading. I'm not giving you this lesson just to make you understand this concept. I am telling you that I am continuously using this setup, and I am continuously using this RSI strategy behind day-to-day trades that I take. So you can see the movement. You can see the uptrend movement, the strong uptrend. But now you can see once it moved back, it was there up above the 60 level, RSI 60, it was above. And after some time, it was in a sideways move. It went into a sideways move, but it is still above, the 60 mark. But now you can see that the RSI is dipping. The RSI is dipping, and the stock is in consolidation. The RSI dipping, and you can see now this RSI is crossing this 60 level downward. Okay, so now this tells you that the stock is entering a consolidation zone. The stock is entering a consolidation zone. So for those who have initiated a trade here, obviously they easily have got their 1:2 target, more than 1:2. In fact, they have got 1:3, 1:4 targets. So obviously they will book profits when they see some sideways move, or when say this there are some negative candles formation. If not here, obviously they will cut their position in this 2 3 candles that they are seeing in the negative one. Still they will be in a good profit if they have initiated their trade here, isn't it? Okay. So now once you are seeing that the RSI is dropping or crossing downwards, downward below 60 levels, so you the mindset your mindset should be that okay, the stock is entering a sideways zone, and you have to wait for the stock either to cross downward, below 40 levels, or you have to wait it to cross back above 60 levels. So you can see the beauty. You can see the beauty now. You can see the beauty is that the stock has crossed this 60 levels and downward, and it moved close to 40 levels. But you can see that the stock is not crossing, not breaching this 40 mark. This is obviously, you can see that it went to 40 levels, but bounced back again. Again it retraced, and again it touched 40 levels, and again it bounced back. So what does this mean? You have to understand every bit of this RSI. If you start understanding this RSI thing, each and every move of this RSI, you can understand the psychology behind this, the stock movement or the price movement. So what is this indicating? You can see that the stock moved to 40, but it bounced back. Again it moved to 40, and again it bounced back. So this is showing that the stock is taking support at this particular levels. This is continuously taking support at this particular levels. So this was the first case. This was the second case. This was the third case. You can see that this was the third case when the stock was near around this level, and but the stock took support and again it bounced back. So you have basically, obviously you can see, so this has confirmed you, this has given you a clear indication that the stock is not ready to go into a bearish trend. The stock is not ready to enter into a downward trend. The stock still wants to try its upward movement, or still is in a mode to go upward. This is a clear indication. You can see this. You can clearly understand from this that the stock clearly wants an uptrend move. The stock is not ready to go into a bearish trend. And this has happened, from last 24th. You can see this. This is the 24th November from the last time it crossed, this 40 mark level. After that, the stock has it has reached this 40 mark level, but it has not raised it, means very clearly, very significantly. So obviously after, if you have waited for some time, you can clearly see that this has been a range where the stock is continuously taking support, and the stock is not in a mood to enter a bearish trend. So we can obviously understand that Reliance has been in a consolidation phase or in a sideways move. This has never entered into a bearish trend. The stock is continuously in a sideways move, and we should always be looking for an up. We should always be looking for an rally, or we should always be looking for an long trade, and not to enter into a short trade. If we are since we are looking at a daily trade, we should daily trade, we are looking for a swing trade or a positional trade. This daily chart we will look into for swing trade or positional trade. Okay, so if we are to take a positional trade or a swing trade, we will not enter into a bearish trend, because we are clearly seeing that this 40 level mark is not being reached significantly or decisively. The stock is around this level and just taking support from these levels. Okay, so what we have learned till now is that 60 is above 60. The stock is in an means complete uptrend. Significant uptrend move we can expect. Below 40, we can expect a downward trend, strong downward trend. Below means between 60 and 40, we understand that the stock is in a sideways move. Now, what we have to understand, new thing, what we have to look is that. Okay, so one thing that we saw is that this 60 and 40 will always act as a resistance and a support. This is a new thing that I'm telling you. This 60 line and 40 line will also act as a support and a resistance. So if it is acting as a support, that has its own significance. If it is acting as resistance, it has its own significance. So obviously we will look into all these things, where this 60 level is acting as a support and where this 40 level is acting as a support. where this 60 level is acting as a resistance and where this 40 level is acting as a resistance. All these we will see and we will understand the logic behind this and the things that we can obviously conclude from these setups happening in this market. Okay. So one thing that I have already told you that this 40 acting as a support. So you understood what it meant like, right? This 40 acting as a support we have already understood. Now we will see 60 acting as a okay. So we don't have to go anywhere. We can just get back into this particular chart only and we can understand each and every concept behind RSI. So this is the beauty, if you want to learn about this strategy, if you want to learn, if you learn everything about a particular RSI strategy, you don't have to go anywhere. You open any single individual chart, you will get each and every concept here only at a single chart. You don't have to go anywhere. Okay, so let's come back to another setup. So the another setup that we can see is, okay, see this. You can see what you can see is here. Just see it. The stock was in uptrend here, right? You can see obviously the RSI crossing 60, and again you see this the up move, significant up move in just a single day. So this is this is the strong movement that we feel once the RSI is crossing 60 mark. Once the RSI breaches 60 mark, and that too if the move is along with a very good volume, that is obviously the beauty. You should not miss all those setups. Those are the significant moves that can happen in the market. This tells you. So if the RSI is above 60, you can clearly see this, the RSI moved up above 60 and it breezed back again this 60 levels downward. And you can see that once it is downward, it was in a sideways move, okay? It was moving, and again it tried to move up 60 level. It tried to cross 60 levels to enter into an uptrend, a strong uptrend once again, okay? The stock is in uptrend since it has already if we are looking into a daily chart time frame, since the stock is coming down from a uptrend, so we are still considering it to be in a uptrend until it breaches 40 levels. Okay, is it clear? If the stock has already crossed 60 levels, okay, so this is in a strong uptrend, but once it breaches after crossing a 60 level, strong uptrend zone, this is strong uptrend zone, and after coming down from a strong uptrend zone, if the stock is in between 40 and 60, this is a uptrend zone, but a sideways uptrend. This is a sideways uptrend. This is not a bearish zone. And once the stock breaches this 40 lines, this enters into a bearish zone. This enters into a downtrend. Okay. So now you can see after a significant move, it has breached this 60 levels, RSI 60 levels. And then it started, obviously it tried to went up once again. It tried to breach this RSI 60 levels upward, but it failed. Why does this fail? As I told you, all this 40 level RSI level and this 60 RSI level will act as a resistance and as well as a support. So you can clearly see there's this 60 line. What is this 60 line? This 60 line is a strong uptrend zone. What does this mean? 60 is a strong uptrend zone, but this is acting as a resistance. So what does it conclude? What does it mean? This is telling you that the stock might change its trend because the stock is not able to enter into its a strong uptrend zone once again. This 60 line is acting as a resistance. So now what you can see in the price movement. Okay, so come here and just see this price movement. You can see the beauty. What did you conclude from this setup? You concluded that the strong is not able to enter into its uptrend zone and might change its trend. And you can clearly see that there has been a change in trend. The stock is continuously coming down and down and down and down. It failed this. It tried to break this level, but many of you must have taken up. For example, if I was there, I could have taken a trade here. Okay, but I could have taken a trade with a stop loss around this level, the latest swing low. Okay, so this was the latest level. So I would have taken a trade with this stop loss, but since it is broken and you can clearly see this 60 acting as a resistance zone, you can clearly understand the mindset behind the stock movement. Is it clear? You can see that the stock has completely changed its trend. It completely came down. It also broke its 40 level. It does not take support at 40. But you can see, if you can see here, the stock has continuously been taking support at 40 levels. But this level, the stock has broken this 40 level and it completely went into a downtrend.
Mukund, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, tell me.
Can you actually replay this and put the cursor at the uh, point where the 60 level is being breached? Because the
Okay,
candle
60
at which
level.
the candle at which
Yeah.
I just want to see the RSI line, how it looks when we just hit the. So do you take the trade at the candle at which RSI is breached, or you wait for one or two more candles to be formed?
I will tell you. I will tell you everything. This is just the beginning. I will tell you everything. I've
Oh,
not
okay.
come back. I've not come to that point where I will tell you about the how to take trades. I've not come to that level. I will tell
Oh,
you everything, how to initiate it. I'm just introducing this RSI thing and all the concepts that I follow. Okay.
okay. Thank you.
I will tell you how to take trades and how I generally take trade based on this RSI thing. Okay. So this is just an introduction, because, but what I mean to tell you is that if the RSI is crossing 60, this is simply just, you simply have to put this idea into your mind that if the RSI is crossing 60, the stock is entering into a strong uptrend. Okay. So this was the basic thing I was focusing on. And this 40 thing, if it is broken, it is in a complete bearish mode or bearish downtrend. The stock is in downtrend. Okay. And this is a sideways move, and then obviously the stock can take a support at this level, the stock can take support at here, the stock can take resistance here, the stock can take support resistance at 40 level as well. So okay, so you saw this, that the stock is taking resistance at 60, the stock took support at 40 levels as well. Now let us see some setup where the stock took support at 60. So okay, so now you can see that the stock is taking support at 60. Okay. Okay, so you saw, so you can see, sorry, you can see that the stock was in a bearish mode. Okay, the stock, you can see that the stock was in a bear downtrend, because it has already broken 40 levels here. The stock moved up. Okay, so this is a very good zone to understand different things. Okay, the stock was in a downtrend. Okay, the stock moved up above 40 levels, so this entered a mildest, it is still in a downtrend, but in a mildest downtrend. Once the 60 level is not broken, till a 60 level is not broken, after it has broken a 40 levels here, we will not deem it as in a uptrend. Okay, we will not consider this stock to be in a uptrend. We will still consider this in a mildest downtrend, but in a sideways move. Okay, so since the stock has, the stock has broken this 40, crossed this 40 mark, 40 levels, from down from down to up, so we can see that the stock moved into a sideways sign. Now you see that the stock again corrected from here. You can see this candle, this was the candle, this was the big bull candle, and after that the stock went into some dip, the stock took some dip, and you can see that the RSI also dipped. RSI dipped, but it took support at these 40 levels. So now what does this mean? The stock taking support at 40 levels. What does this mean? That the stock does not want to enter that downtrend again. This can be a conclusion. I'm not telling that you have to dim it or you have to take it. Okay, the trend has changed and the stock will move into an uptrend. I'm not telling that. But the stock is resisting that downtrend. The stock does not want to enter that downtrend once again. This can be a simple conclusion from this. Okay, you can see after this the stock moved up, and then it breached this 60 level. 60 market has broken, and so you can see that the stock has entered into an uptrend from a downward trend. So the trend has changed, the stock is in uptrend now. Now the beauty comes, once the stock has entered into an uptrend after a downtrend, the stock is, you don't have to take any trade here. You are just watching the, watching the psychology of the stock or the price movement of the stock. You are understanding what the stock wants to do in future. This is what you have to understand. So you saw that after crossing this 60 level, once again the stock broke this 60 level, breach it 60 level, and it however it does not went below 40, but it was in a sideways move, and again it broke its 60 level, and again it was in a uptrend. But the thing is, the main important thing is here. The stock has, after crossing the 60 level, has retested its uptrend zone, where the uptrend, the 60 level has been the zone which I feel, or which I have told you, that this is a strong uptrend zone. So the stock has retested its uptrend zone, and you can see that this retest has been confirmed, and this retest has been confirmed with a very good candle. You can see this is a very bullish candle. Many of you who have done our previous sessions, I have told you about this candlestick formation. What is this? This is Korumoju. I'm just, yeah, this is a very bullish sign, and you can see that this uptrend has been confirmed because this RSI, the stock has taken support. The RSI has taken support at 60, and this indicates you that the stock wants to run its uptrend. So now this is the level where you can initiate a trade, because the stock was in a downtrend, it went into uptrend, again it retested its uptrend. So you can take a trade, initiate a trade here, and your stop loss would be the lowest of this candle. You don't have to go anywhere, you have to simply initiate a trade here. And so you can see the beauty. You can see the beauty of the stock. If you had initiated at the end of the, if you had initiated this trade at the end of the day, it was 1587, and the stock went up to 2196 levels. And again you can see the stock came back again, not at 60 but again moved up. This is again showing you that the stock is in complete uptrend. The stock does not want to enter into a downtrend. The stock again moved, you can see this again. The stock has again retested its uptrend zone and again moved up very sharply. So this is again a setup. This is again a level where you could have initiated a fresh trade. This candlestick, you could have initiated a fresh trade with a stop loss at this level, because this uptrend has been retested. Am I clear? Did you get some logic behind what I am telling you?
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Okay, so you understood the thing. This supports 60 acting as a support. So this was 60 acting as a support. So that is the best thing where we can trade. If the 60 is acting as a acting as a support, 60 is acting as a support, you can initiate your trade. With obviously, I am not telling you that this is the perfect level, should enter everywhere at this particular level, but this has a higher accuracy rate, or this has a higher chances or higher probabilities of success. It means that the return that you will get for the risk that you take will be more in this particular setups above 60 levels as compared to what you will take in all these setups below. Okay. So I have concluded this, 60 acting as a support, 60 acting as a resistance. You can see this 60 acting as a support, resistance. So, okay, now you see this. 60 acting as a resistance. You can initiate a trade here as well. Can you see this? 60 acting as a resistance, and just see this bearish candle. This has confirmed you that there is a bearish sign. The stock is not in a control of buyers. The stock is in control of sellers. The sellers can be aggressive from these levels. Since the 60 level has acted as a resistance, and you can clearly see a downtrend in the stock. So am I clear? Any queries till now? Anyone?
Yeah, I put a question in the chat box.
Chat box.
Me too.
Tell me. You continue to tell me now. Can you tell me? Yeah, you can speak up. What is your query?
Hello, Hukun. Hello.
Yeah. Tell me.
We can use this RSI indicator as on daily chart only. Yeah. It means we can use for swing trade or as an intraday. Yeah, both.
Yeah, I've told you. I will come to everything. I will explain this RSI strategy for this daily trading, for long term investing, for swing trade. I will come to that intraday setup as well.
Okay.
Okay. Right now, just I
Thanks, bro.
what I have concluded till now is the concept behind this 60 to be as
And 40.
taken as strong uptrend, 40 to be taken as a strong downtrend. This 40 can
Okay.
act as a support, 40 can act as a resistance, 60 can act as a support, 60 can act as a resistance, and all the all the understandings that we take from all this setups. 40 acting as a support, what does that mean? 40 acting as a resistance, what does that mean? 60 acting as a support, what does that mean? 60 acting as a resistance, what does that conclude? This is what I have told you till now. Any query in these
Got it, bro.
things, what and how to trade intraday, how to do long-term investing, that I will come later on. But till now, any confusion, anything, any query, you can ask.
One thing I'm not clear yet is like when we
Yeah,
are
yeah,
at the
tell me.
60th, when the RSI is just hitting the 60, we can't be
Yes.
sure it is acting as it is going to act as a support or a resistance. I mean,
Obviously, we cannot. Yes.
so that means we have to wait for a couple of candles, or that part isn't clear yet. So we know that
That
it has hit.
So yeah, there comes there will be you will have to take confirmation from price action. There you will have to take confirmation of the volumes. There you will have to take confirmation of the candle formation that are happening. So there comes the different experiences that you have in the market. I have given you this RSI strategy that will tell you everything, but you have to add your knowledge, you have to add your experience that you are having in this market to establish. But if you are not having that experience, so what you will do is you will have to wait. You will have to wait for 2-3 candles till you can, so that you can see it clearly, you can see it decisively that the 60 is acting as a support or 60 is acting as a resistance. You simply have to wait 2-3 candles, nothing else. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions till now on this particular thing? Okay, no queries. So let's move to, this was, on daily chart. Now so this was particularly for, swing trade or position trade. We will see this daily setup, daily chart and weekly chart. So now let's move to the important thing in the investing part, monthly chart. Now let's understand this particular Reliance concept, Reliance thing on if you are an investor. And you will be amazed to see if you had initiated or if you have been trading this concept or if you have been investing into any stock. I'm not this is just an example of Reliance. I will open any chart, you say any name you take out of this stock world, any chart, any name, any stock, I will tell you. You can obviously understand everything from this RSI trade. Nothing is beyond this. You will understand everything. So now if you are a investor, long-term investor, so what you can see is that the Reliance was last in a complete uptrend till June 2008. June 2008 it was in a complete uptrend, and then it breached this level and it entered into a sideways move, and the stock was in a sideways move from, you can see, June 2008 till, you can see, it was in a complete sideways move till 2nd January 17. So this was a sideways move, and the stock moved in between 290 265, price level 265 to a price, the stock, you can see this level. This was the, yeah, okay. So the price was, the range was 589, means the stock moved into a range of 250 rupees completely. 250 being the lowest and 580 or 5 something, 580 around, 590 around was the highest price level that the stock moved in these, how much years? 8 to 17. It means 9 years the stock was in a range of 200 or 300 rupees only. And then the stock broke out and entered into a complete uptrend. Complete uptrend means a strong uptrend. So this was the level where it entered into a strong uptrend, and now you can see the beauty. Are you seeing this? This is the beauty of RSI. See this, the beauty. This the run that Reliance took. The stock entered into this 60 above zone, and the stock started its rally. The stock started its sale from 530 levels, or 5. You can take it at 600 rupees. The stock started its rally from 600 rupees, and it completely went up to the stock. Yeah. So this was the level where it retested. So you can see the stock made a high of 1394, compared to 800 rupees, a move of 800 rupees once the stock entered into a uptrend, strong uptrend zone. So if you were a long-term investor who, I'm not telling you that you cannot invest by your own self, but if you were a RSI, if you used to follow RSI strategy, you would have not waited these 9 years. You could not have wasted your money, or you should not have kept your money in this Reliance. You could have taken a better stock. You could have shifted your money to a different stock and could have made very good money instead of waiting these 9 years in this Reliance stock. So if you could have shifted your money from here in 2008 and entered back into this, 2017, you could have made more returns in a shorter period of time as compared to if you would have entered into these levels. Did you understand? For example, many people, many examples. So there are, there is psychology. The psychology of sorry, I turned into Hindi. So the psychology is, okay, the Reliance came down from this 800 levels to what levels? 200 levels. Okay, so this is the cheapest level that I can enter into, isn't it? This is the general mindset, or this is the general thing people will think, the long-term investor will think, isn't it? Everyone will think that, okay, the stock has corrected from 800 levels to 200 levels, or to 250 levels. This is the best thing, this is the best levels we can enter. But see the time, see the opportunity that you are losing, the opportunity cost that you are paying. The opportunity cost is 9 years. 9 years you have wasted for a return of just, what, the stock is in a range of 200 rupees, 300 rupees for 9 years. However, if you would have put the money at this particular level, you have made more than that return in just 2 years. 19 was the 19, it had made the high level from here, and then it again reached this 60 level. But this, at this point of time, you have made a huge return in just 2 years. However, wasting your money, keeping your money in Reliance completely for 9 years has given you nothing, has not given you enough returns. I would say, has not given nothing. It is not good, but it has not given you the return that it should have given, or you should have got from different stocks if you would have taken your trade with this RSI concept. So now you can see, obviously, yeah. So current status of Reliance is, the Reliance is in complete strong uptrend zone. This is the zone. Reliance is in strong uptrend zone. I told you, I have posted that the Reliance is going to blast. The Reliance is ready to move to a newer levels. So these are some things that I consider. These are few very good things that I follow. RSI is one thing that I have always been following from the very beginning. I have been following this, and I will follow this forever. This is one of the best things that I have come across in technical indicators. This is the best thing. So this, you can see how this 60 has been reconfirmed. The 60 had been retested, and the stock is bouncing again. So this was again you can see on a monthly chart as well, how this 60 level has been acting as a support. And the stock has not changed its trend. The stock is still in its uptrend move, strong uptrend move. So this was obviously a monthly breakout, and the stock is flying like anything. We have entered this stock around 200 means 2200 around levels, I guess, isn't it? Or 2137 levels. That could
Can
be,
you tell me which RSI to consider?
Sorry, which RSI to consider? There is only one RSI.
Okay.
There is only one thing. If you will search now, you will get this relative strength index, or RSI. You have to follow this only, nothing else.
Okay,
Simple one
RSI.
indicator, nothing else. Nothing else you need. Simple RSI indicator.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so this was this was a monthly setup. Okay, so let's move to this weekly chart again. So this is the weekly chart of Reliance again, and now you can see and understand different implications.
Mukund, you don't consider volumes here?
No, I am not coming. I am completely talking about RSI strategy today. I am not talking about this volume thing. But obviously, volume is an additional thing that will help you, or that will give you confirmation. Many people, Someone told me, no, sir, how to understand key means if the RSI is around 60, how we will get confirmation that this means that the RSI will take support or resistance, or it will breach, or it will cross 60. So these are few things. This volume is one thing that will help you understand that there is some indication, obviously. For example, you can see this here. The stock is around 60. There has been a very good volume accumulation here. You can see this. The stock has been accumulated completely. The volume is too good. But you can see the stock took resistance at 60 level. However, it came down. The stock took resistance, it came down, but still it moved up. Still it went up. So these volumes are the sign, or these are the indicators that will tell you that those people who have accumulated at these levels means the price has been accumulated, means the stock has been accumulated around two means 1200 levels. So they will not allow the stock to breach those levels, and that is what has happened. If you see the future, past, after that, the stock has not breached those levels. The RSI has dipped, but still the stock is above that bars level, 1200 levels. It is around 1400 level itself, and the stock has bounced. So these are one thing. This volume is one thing that will obviously tell you. It will give you a confirmation, added benefit behind any setup. Chart structure is another thing. That will help you understand. For example, the RSI is around 60, and you see a double bottom formation. You see a cup and handle formation. So these are something added things. Your RSI thing is working, but you are getting some additional things to that will boost your uh, means trading ability. If you are getting a cup and handle formation along with this RSI at 60, you are obviously getting a additional confirmation to take that trade. So again, the same implication. This again on weekly chart. So for those who are, those who I basically follow this, positional trading or swing trading. So I basically look at this weekly chart and this daily chart. Weekly chart and daily chart I follow generally regularly. I follow this for positional and swing trading. So if the stock is the stock is in an uptrend, a strong uptrend in this weekly trade, and if the stock is if the stock, for example, if the stock is above this 60 level, means 60 levels on a weekly chart, and the stock is trying to cross this 60 level in this daily chart, or the stock has retested its 60 levels on this daily chart and bouncing it, obviously I should trade that stock, because the weekly chart means the longer time frame is in a bull zone. So this and the shorter time frame is giving you that the stock does not want to enter into a downward trend. So that is a complete indication that the stock obviously will continue its uptrend that is being pulled by that weekly chart. Weekly chart is already telling you that the stock is in uptrend. So if you see the combination of charts, for example, if you see monthly chart, if you see daily chart, if you see weekly chart, and combine all those setups and then initiate or then conclude from that thing, that will obviously add another dimension to this RSI strategy trading. That will also help you. That will also give you an added benefit. I basically, I generally follow this monthly thing. I follow this weekly chart, and then I initiate my trade. I believe in positional trading only and long-term investing. I generally don't believe in doing this intraday thing. These are very risky things. But I don't undermine, or I don't tell that this RSI strategy does not work. Obviously, it will work. Obviously, it will work on this intraday setup as well, daily trading as well, or swing trading as well. Obviously, everything it will work on those parameters as well. So for example, if anyone who let's come back to this, intraday trading, for those who want to trade intraday a stock. So once you see this, once you see this, you will see this RSI thing. RSI is daily RSI for those who are intraday traders. Obviously. So once you see that the daily RSI is above 60 levels, the RSI is crossing, means the stock is trading above its 60 levels on RSI indicator. So the stock is in obviously complete strong uptrend. Okay. So now you will see that you will see hourly chart. Now you will see hourly chart. If the stock is in, if the stock, for example, okay, let's come to this particular thing, daily chart. Okay. So you see that the daily chart has crossed. Okay, daily chart has crossed its 60 levels mark, 60 level mark on 24th August. Okay, so we will start. Okay, we can. So the 25th August, it has completely given you confirmation that it is decisively crossed above the 60 levels. Okay, because the RSI is around 65 now. So you are obviously aware that the stock has entered into a strong uptrend. Now you have to you can take trades, intraday trades in this Reliance setup. Now you have to find intraday trades in this Reliance. If the stock is not in a, if you want to go long, and if you want to go short, I will come to that later on. Okay, so if the stock is in a complete uptrend, a strong uptrend, so now you will see. So you saw that on 25th August, okay, the stock entered the uptrend. Now, okay, so now come back to this hourly chart. So 25th August, right? 25th August, the stock entered an uptrend on daily chart, and you can see that the stock entered an uptrend here as well on hourly chart. So you will see an hourly chart here. Okay, so you see hourly chart here, and now once you see that the hourly chart is also in a super means uptrend, hourly chart is also in a super uptrend, strong uptrend. Now you will see 15 minutes chart, 15 minutes chart or 5 minutes chart, whatever you consider. 5 minutes, 15 minutes chart. Okay, so once you see the 15 minutes chart, okay, so you can see here on 25th August itself, you can see the stock took support here. Okay, this 60 level, the stock is completely taking support. There was a good volume here as well, to be honest, uh, after this support techniques. So once you see this support, you saw this, that the stock is taking support. Or you see here, you also saw that the stock dipped from this 60 levels, but again moved up, again came back, but it took support again and then start again bouncing. Now you are seeing this high low confirmation. Now you come back to the price action. You are clearly seeing that the stock is making up, means higher high concept. You can clearly see that the stock is making higher high here, lower high, means higher low, again higher low. So you are seeing this price action also. Price action is also confirming that the stock is an uptrend. RSI is also confirming, daily chart confirming, hourly chart confirming. So you can initiate your, you can take trades. You can initiate your trade, intraday trades at these particular setups. You can also see that the stock is bouncing above VWAP. So this VWAP is another setup for those who do intraday things. VWAP is a very good thing for those who are intraday traders. So you can see that the stock is bouncing from VWAP, and you can see that the stock has already taken support at these 60 levels. 50 daily chart also giving you confirmation, hourly chart also giving you confirmation. So you can initiate your trade here at the close of this candle, or at the beginning of this candle. Means a candle. See, if this candle closed here, and a new candle started at the in between this, in the body of this candle. So you will wait for a breakout candle above this, the high of this candle. So once the high is broken, you can initiate a trade with the stop loss at the low of this particular candle, this bullish candle. Okay, and obviously you can better. The thing is, you have to follow your own risk reward. 1:2, 1:3, whatever you think. It's your own risk appetite, how you can design it. And you can so this is how you can take intraday setups using RSI strategy. You have to combine 2-3 charts for for a added benefit, for a added confirmation. So if you are a day trader, you will combine this daily chart, hourly chart, and 15 minutes chart. For those who are positional traders, they will obviously combine weekly chart, daily chart. For those who are long term traders, obviously they will look into monthly charts. For those who are swing traders, obviously swing traders can look into weekly chart, daily chart, and then hourly chart. They can do swing trading as well. So you have to combine different time frames using the same setup. There is nothing new. There is nothing. The same idea, the same logic behind this RSI thing. I have explained you everything clearly. You have to use the same thing. Any queries till now? Anyone? You can ask me, and I will then sort it out here. Anyone? Tell me. I hope till now you have understood everything, and it was an insightful thing and something good that have added benefit to your trading journey or knowledge. trading knowledge. Anyone, any queries? Please ask me. Hello? Am I not audible? Sanskar, is my voice audible?
Yes, audible.
So no queries, anyone, any queries? No queries, anyone? You are not having any queries till now?
So how do we set the stop loss on these trades, like which we enter using RSI? And let's talk for swing or positional. Intraday, you said it may be 1:2 or something.
Yeah, stop loss you can take the the latest swing law. For example, if you initiated your trade here, okay, if you initiated your trade here, okay, so your stop loss should be the latest swing low. This is the latest swing low. You can put your stop loss here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So RSI can be the only indicator, or it has to be combined with price volume action.
Obviously,
term
for
and
added benefits, obviously you can combine with price action. You have to definitely look at price action, volume. These are the things you definitely have to look at every aspect of time. Whatever you are doing, you have to look at all these things. Price action. These are added things. These are added benefits, or these are the added confirmations that will help you master this RSI strategy, or improve the accuracy of this RSI strategy.
Yeah, for intraday trading, what should be the RSI levels? Because there is not much deviation in intraday usually. So for intraday, what should be the policy?
Same policy. I don't consider anything else. Same policy. You will use this 60/40, and everything
Okay.
applies. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
what do you mean? I don't understand that there is no deviation.
See,
You mean to say that
usually
there is no
there is
deviation?
on a daily chart and monthly chart, we can see a bigger deviation on a longer period of time in regards with RSI. But on daily
Yes.
and intraday basis, combining RSI, that is quite a bit difficult, because that is a swing trade which we have to take hardly for 3-4 hours and all that. So
So you
other
have to
things we
obviously
get
you
the
have to
alerts. About RSI, we don't get the alerts. Okay, RSI has reached to that level. About price, we can get alert and all that. For volume, we can get the alerts.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
I will tell
that
you. I will tell you. I will tell you how to get that alert, brother. Don't worry.
yeah.
So you told that you don't see so much deviation. Okay, you will see that deviation once you shorten
No,
this time frame.
usually, I said usually. Usually, I
Yes,
am saying
yes.
usually.
Yes, I understood your point. So to get that better clarity, you come into a shorter time frame. If you are not understanding, or you are not getting any conclusion from a longer time frame, just shorten your
Yeah.
time frame. Just come into a lower time frame. For example, 4 hours, 3 hours. So you trade with that setup, which gives you higher accuracy, or which gives you higher clarity. It's your own thing. I have given you the concept behind this RSI thing. You have to master it yourself. I'm not telling you that
Okay.
you have to follow the same thing that I am telling you. You can master it
Mm-hmm.
yourself. You can work on it. You can obviously add something, some new dimensions. You can add obviously new indicators if you are working on it. You can add different whole lot
Okay.
of different things. But this is the usual concept. This is the main thing behind RSI that you should use and you should follow.
Okay.
This will obviously
Okay.
improve your accuracy. That is what I'm telling you.
For intraday, what do you prefer? Hourly candle or 15 minutes candle or 5 minutes candle? Intraday
I
trading.
told you I use a different time frames, daily, hourly, and then this 15 minutes candle time frame. But usually I don't trade intraday, brother. I'm clearly telling you I'm not an intraday player. I don't generally don't trade intraday setups.
Okay, so you trade more positionally or
Positional calls.
BTST?
Yes, I believe in positional trading. Yeah,
Position trading. Okay,
I am
that's great.
currently working on this intraday trading. Intraday trading, or you can say I am basically working right now on futures trading, on how to trade futures using this RSI thing. I am currently working on that.
Okay.
Obviously,
Because
once
usually features, because usually option trader decide the direction of the market. This is what is being said, not the futures trader or the intraday traders.
obviously intraday traders has nothing to do with this market. They will see at the morning, okay, the stock, the Nifty is, in downtrend or Nifty is bearish after 1 hour. So they will take
Hmm.
that kind of trade. At the end of the day, they will have different mindset. So intraday traders, that they just have to trade what they see. They don't have to do anything with it.
Yeah, because option trading, I think where also you can focus, because call option buyers, they are they are trading against the time, and where the sellers are with the time. So that is also one thing what we can, I think,
Yes,
look
obviously. I'm
at it.
working, I am working on this future thing. Once I'm done with this future, then I will obviously move to this option thing.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure. Anyone else, any queries?
And
Please,
currently, how do you see a market? This market going towards the new highs, and what are the
yeah. See, one thing.
sectors and stocks which are likely one should be invested or looked at it now? Because a
One
stock
thing.
like Bharti, for example, you have given a very nice example of Reliance. Okay, but Bharti is
Yes.
also on the same path, I believe. What Reliance
You
was there
asked me.
earlier.
No. I'm not talking about Bharti. You tell me a single stock. Any
Bharti,
stock you
okay,
tell me.
okay,
You tell me
Bharti,
any stock.
Bharti. What is your
Anyone
take
tell
on
me
that?
any stock, I will open this chart and you will see everything clear. There is nothing difference. Bharti,
Okay,
okay.
just
Let's see this Bharti.
Bharti, your opinion, please.
So this is what this analysis was posted on TradingView, right? So let's hide this. Yeah. So this is Bharti, and this is all RSI.
Yeah.
Can you see this? That RSI is not ready to go below this level. It tried to dip, it came back, but it again started bouncing. It is again obviously going up and again up. And you can see.
Actually, honestly, I'm driving right now, but still I'm talking to you. So right now it's difficult for me. I'm driving.
Yeah, okay, no, not an issue. Just
Yeah, but
listen to
I
it.
will.
Have
Yeah.
your have your eyes on the road itself. Don't keep your eyes on the screen. Just listen to
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
But better would be to just focus on driving. Nothing. This is not important right now. You
Sure.
have
I
to
will.
focus on
I
your
will. I
driving.
will have a look at it, Bharti chat. But you
Yes.
can
Okay.
continue,
So
please. Your
since you can see this is the Varti chart, right? So this was
Yeah.
the breakout level. This was the
Mhm.
latest swing high breakout. Okay, and you can see that the stock. I'm just as of now I'm talking about this price action. So what you can see is this is the price action. This was the recent high. Okay, swing high.
Mhm.
And the
Mhm.
stock once again broke after breakout. The stock has, you can see the stock has almost retested this level, isn't it? The stock has
Mhm.
retested this level and again bouncing and bouncing. This was again a better, very good volume. It means above average volume. This is again above average volume. So this is
Okay.
obviously again giving you a clear indication that the stock might do good. So obviously, for those who can take risk, for those who can obviously stop hold long, they should definitely
Mhm.
wait with the stop loss around this level. This latest swing low. You can hold this stock with a risk of,
What is that? What should be the stop loss level, please?
yeah, 650. You can keep it as your stop loss. 650. You can hold that stock with 650
650.
as stop loss. Yes.
Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Anyone any queries? Anyone any queries regarding this RSI thing? We will take this individual stocks later on, but about this RSI. Okay. For example, now let me tell you some multi baggers that I have given in my stock, and just take that example with RSI study. Okay. I have given some very very beautiful multi baggers in my group. So those who have been in my group from very beginning, they know that. For example, FSL has been one of the best stocks that we have been trading in our group. FSL. So just have a look at FSL on a long-term perspective. Okay. Yeah. So see this FSL. FSL has given a breakout. FSL. The RSI moved above 60 levels at a price level of just a price level of 66. So obviously, many of you will not trade because you are seeing a resistance. This price action resistance clearly on charts. You are seeing this is the resistance. Why not better? It is better to wait for this breakout. So clearly, you can see that the stock has broke out. The stock is in complete uptrend. super uptrend, this is called. This is a super trend, super uptrend zone. The stock has obviously broken out, and broken out with good volumes. Obviously this is also a very good volume, this is also a very good volume, this is also a very good volume. So obviously if you would have initiated a trade at this 70-80 levels, and I have been giving this call from 70-80 levels, I remind you, you can search in my group, you will get this stock at those particular levels only. And after this breakout, the stock is around, after this 80 level breakout, the stock has moved up to 240 levels. It's already 3 times. And what is the time span? What is the time span? December 20, and now it is June, July 21. A matter of 7 to 8 months. A matter of 7 to 8 months, you have got 3 times the return, 300%. One example, another example. Okay, so let's move. So also, for example, yeah, अब इसमें मतलब many of you are complaining, sir, stock बहुत गिर गया है, या stock is going down and down. So what should we do? Now you can see on weekly chart. Weekly chart, the stock is completely around support level, RSI support. This is RSI support, and this will confirm whether the stock will go down or the stock will move up. How can I tell you to exit at this particular level? Can you tell me? Should I tell you to exit this stock at this particular level? Because this is the level where we should accumulate a stock. If we are not in this stock, if we see a good bounce from these levels, we will obviously, I would have told you to initiate a trade, fresh trade at these levels. How can I tell you to exit this stock at this particular level? I will not tell you to exit. I will tell you obviously to hold this level, because the stock is still in a super trend zone, super uptrend zone. The stock has not broken that level. It might have broken on daily charts, but as I told you, I am obviously now again see the beauty. Just see the beauty, And can you see this? Can you see this? I've shown you on a weekly time frame support at 60, and now you can see a daily time frame support at 40. What does this mean? I've already explained this. This tells you that the stock does not want to enter a downtrend zone. The stock still wants to, if the stock, breaches, across these 60 levels, this is a complete sure shot uptrend stock, and no one should miss this stock, because the RSI, the weekly RSIs have already retested its 60 levels. It has retested here, it has again retested here. So this is a beautiful stock. You can trade, you can take fresh trade once the daily chart crosses 60 levels. So this stock has given a complete answer to what I was telling you on a weekly time frame as well, on a daily time frame as well, isn't it?
Mukund, is there any screener for this to get such stocks which are crossing 60 RSI?
Yeah. I will tell you. I am using. I use this screener. I use these screeners. So I will tell you everything. I am ready to share each and everything that I follow. I do. I will tell you each and everything. Don't worry. This one is one of the best things I have been doing. I will tell you each and everything about this, so that you also can obviously identify stocks. You also can come to me, Mukund, yeah, see this stock, this is crossing this 60 levels. Why should not we trade this stock? I will let you know all those things also. For a glimpse, you can see that this is stock screener. You can see this stock screener here.
Yes.
Okay. So if you click it here, what you will see is this RSI screen. Can you see this?
Yes.
So this is what I'm using, and you can see this RSI. I've told you, I am continuously. This is, this setup, this strategy is one of the best thing I have ever achieved. I have ever backtested. I have spent nights behind this thing. I'm telling you, I have spent nights backtesting this stock. I have opened a chart and I have gone, in back to history. I've seen the chart for years, 2-3 years. I have backtested a stock, and then I have concluded. I have complete belief on this strategy, and I have been trading this strategy. So this is how I will tell you how to set this, screener for RSI screener. This is again possible in this trading view itself. And also you can use charting. Charting also can give you, but I believe that this trading view screener is far better than charting view as compared to RSI. I'm not talking about for other screener, but for this RSI thing, this is perfect.
Yeah, setup is also important in trading view. Probably,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do in US stocks also. So the same setup I can use for US stocks also.
You can, this RSI thing you can use anywhere, in
Yeah,
stocks,
yeah.
in commodity, in in forex, wherever you want to use, you can use this. This strategy works everywhere fantastically well.
Right. If you can explain us the setup, that would be great. Help.
Yeah, I will tell you. Don't worry. I will tell you at the end. I will tell you. So any more queries? So FSR was the another. Okay. So now let us tell me. I will give you another stock, another multi-bagger that I have been following or I have been giving in my stock. This is Balaji Mines. Balaji Mines in a monthly time frame. Okay. Just see this. And now just understand why we should not take it as an oversold thing. Many of you, or those who are old school people and think that this RSI has entered into a, once the RSI is above 75, it enters into a enters into a what overbought zone, and we should exit that stock. If you see that this stock on monthly chart has crossed 76 level at a price of what? At a price of 1000 level. And after that, you see the real run has started after that itself. So how can we believe in that particular setup, or how can we believe that we should exit a stock if it is oversold at RSI of 60 or at RSI of 75 or 80? You can see the stock has never stopped after that. The stock has gone up and up and up and is still going up. There is no end. And I have been trading this stock. The RSI has crossed 60, and you will search this. I'm telling you, whatever stock I'm giving you, you can go and you can search. This is given in my group. You will see that stock. I have been trading this stock from 500 levels. I'm telling you, I have been trading this stock. This call has been given for this particular stock from around 500 something levels. I don't exactly remember the figure, but I have given this call around 500 something levels, and this is particularly this level where I have given this call. And I have mentioned there that this stock can be a multi-bagger. And you can see after that the stock is around 4300 plus. The stock is just around 4500 levels as well. 9 times already. What is the time frame? July 20, and now it's September. Just 1 year, you can say. 9 times 1 year in 1 year. What else do you want? But the people don't have that patience, that I want to have. I want to tell you, I want to learn. I want you to learn this patience. If you learn it, if you start trading a strategy, if you start studying means if you start trading with a strategy, you will not get panicked with this small fall in the market. You will barely keep an eye on this market falling or going up. You will simply look at into this strategy, whether it is giving you an exit, whether it is giving you an out. If it is not giving you, will simply stay. Whatever the market is, it does not matter. It does not bother. It does not bother you. You are completely free out of all these things. Balaji Mines. Now another example is Saregama. Saregama is another example that I have given at a 500 levels, around this levels. 500 or 600 levels, I remember. And you can see the stock is still going up and up and up. No coming down. So these are the beauties, RSI confirmation, RSI crossing, the stock also crossing lifetime high. Perfect time to enter stock, perfect time to buy stock, and just have some risks, take some risk. If you can take risk, you can make good money. Okay, any queries now? I have given enough examples. Any queries? Anyone, any queries? Please be quick, because I have to, I have to take an extended session of 30-45 minutes for those who does not understand English. I will be doing in Hindi as well. I will be explaining them in Hindi. Any queries? Anyone? No one having any query?
So for finding these multi-bagger stocks, we should do fundamental analysis also, or
Obviously, without
only the.
fundamentals, you won't be able to find this multi-bagger stock.
Okay, sir.
However, I don't say that I don't say that this but there are people, or there are something, there are technical experts, there are chartists who can obviously find multi-baggers from charts as well. But I have not come across that setup or something like that, so that I cannot explain you anything to find a multi-bagger from seeing a chart. You will have to look at the fundamentals of the company, and then obviously charts do help in finding those multi-baggers. For example, as I told you, this multi-year breakout in this, obviously the chart has helped me to understand that this is a multi-year breakout. This multi-year breakout chart is helping you. This RSI, these volumes, all this will help you, but obviously you need to look into the fundamentals of the company.
If we
Okay,
want to
so
go
now,
long, only we should see monthly and weekly, no, sir?
yeah, if you are a long-term investor, you simply go with this monthly and weekly chart. You don't have to look at anything. However, if you look at this daily chart, obviously this will also help you, take some implication, or get into something. Look, means you will have some idea about how the stock is performing in the short run, short run as well. But your main decision should be based on this weekly and monthly charts only.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. For example, now, Yes Bank. Let's take a cool example of Yes Bank. How this RSI strategy has also helped you come out of this stock if you were a long-term investor. Okay. Come to this monthly chart. This RSI is not only giving you an entry level, but this also is giving you an exit level. So, can you see this? This is what? This is monthly chart of Yes Bank. So this has breached this, this 40 level at what levels? This has this has breached this level at a 180 level. So for those who were means completely ignorant, for them as well, they could have exited this stock at 180 levels if they had followed RSI. Okay. For example, now, but I have told you that you have, for those who are long-term investor, you have to look into weekly charts as well. So now let's see at what level weekly chart has given you an exit along with this RSI. Okay. Yeah. So see this. The stock was in an uptrend here. Yeah, uptrend. Come sideways, uptrend, sideways, uptrend, sideways. Took resistance here. First caution is this, that the stock has took resistance here at 60 levels. So this is a caution. Can you understand? I have already explained this thing, right? Isn't it? I have told you that stock taking resistance at 60 levels is a caution sign that the stock might change its trend. You can clearly see uptrend, sideways move, uptrend, sideways move, uptrend, sideways move, but the stock is taking, the stock has not entered uptrend, but it is taking resistance at 60. Again, it took support at 40, but again moved up and took resistance at this level. Took resistance at this level, again came down and again moved up. Okay, so this was, an uptrend again, uptrend again. You could have taken a trade here. I fully agree, but your stop loss would have been at a level of, what, 330 levels. And now this stock has broken this 60 levels. So obviously you will see, sir, you will tell me that this is a sideways move, obviously sideways move, but the stock has given you an exit. If we enlarge this, so this is the candle. This is the candle where it has given you an exit. Okay, the stock has broken 40 RSI level on weekly chart at a price level of 325. So for those who have done, obviously this is the lowest swing low. Okay, this is the lowest, means this is the swing low, nearest swing low, 325 or 320 levels. So for those long-term investors who obviously follow this RSI strategy, they might not get trapped in all such scenarios. This Yes Bank kind, DHFL and all those things, Jet Airways, whatever you call, whatever you take any chart for all those who have faulted, RSI has already given you. RSI will obviously give you an exit well before the damage is done. So this is the beauty, of this RSI. I think I have spoken enough for 1 hour 20 minutes continuously. So this is enough for today. I think for those who are, I will have to take a 20 or 30 minutes for this. Those who want to hear all these things in Hindi, I will explain that. But just let me tell you this stock screener thing. Okay. So once you open this chart, trading view chart, you will see this stock screener here at the downside. Okay, everyone will see this a stock screener. So what you have to do is you simply have to stock screener. You have to simply get into here, overview, and you have to select this relative strength index. Okay, relative strength index. Okay, you have to select this relative strength index 14. Once you are done with 14, okay, once you select this 14, because I have already selected this 14 indicator, this is okay. Sorry, where is this RSI? Change. Wait a minute. Okay, so for example, let me tell you from the very beginning. Okay, so once you open this stock screener, you have to come into this overview thing. Overview, you click on this, 3 lines. Once you click it, you simply have to see very few things. For example, you don't need all these things. You simply have to look at this market capitalization if you want to look at it. If you want to see the sector, you can see it. If you want to see the volume, you can see it. You can see price earning ratio. But the basic things you need is this. The one thing that you need is this RSI. So you have to click on this relative strength index. So once you click it, relative strength index 14, you can see that this RSI is being shown here. Okay, can you see this? This RSI has come. RSI 40, relative strength index 14 is here. Okay, now you will click here. Can you see this? This sign. This sign. Are you seeing it? This sign. Is it clear? I think it is visible to you all. Once you click it here, you simply have to put, you have to select this in between. Once you select in between, you simply you have to put 59 and 61. So for those stocks, those are between, those are having RSI in between 15 and 59 and 61. All those stocks will be listed here. And obviously you can see all those setups, and whatever stock you find the best according to you, you can take trades. So I just simply I just use this indicator to understand this RSI concept, to select stocks from this RSI strategy. But obviously I look into different things. For example, I look at volume, I look at fundamentals, and then only I take trades. For example, so I take trades only where I feel the stocks which are more comfortable or more which are giving more confirmation to me, and which is having a high accuracy and with low stop loss, then only I trade those stocks. But this is the simple way you can screen your stocks for this RSI strategy. I hope this is clear to you all. Thank you for those who were in English. If you have any query, you can ask me, and if you don't have, you can yeah, tell me.
Yeah, Mukund, so ये RSI when we use, what
Yeah.
time, like if you are a positional or a swing trader, what time frame RSI should I consider? मतलब daily में, monthly, weekly में, which one should be right to enter?
Same setup, 60-40, and this this RSI is setup is same. You simply have to see the chart. For swing traders, you have to see weekly chart and daily chart.
Weekly and daily, right? Okay.
Yeah, weekly and daily. For positional, you can see this 1 month and weekly chart, and as well as for long term investing as well.
Okay. And one more question I have. Okay, so I was actually looking at few of the stocks 3-4 weeks back, although you also recommended them, but I also was using. So there was a stock Exide, right? So Exide was like falling. It the RSI almost came below 30. Okay,
On
and
what levels? Below
uh,
30, yes, you can see.
yeah, and it came to almost 155, 150 levels, and it bounced. So
Bound,
it
yeah.
is a good company. Almost it went to the oversold zone. So
Yes.
what is it that we look at to suddenly find out, yes, this is going to bounce from that oversold zone? मतलब क्या क्या देख सकते हैं हम लोग अभी? This actually gave, like, in a weekly, this already came up, right? If you look
Yeah.
at daily also, maybe from the daily it bounced back from 30 to I think almost about 60 levels. So what is it that you look at कि we find कि हाँ अभी ये 30 से bounce होगा इसका RSI?
Okay. For example, since you can see this the weekly chart, this has already breached 40 levels, so this has entered into a downtrend. Okay. Now since it has entered into a, it has again moved up from 40 levels, but you will have to wait for this stock on a weekly chart to cross the 60 levels to confirm that this stock is entering an uptrend on a long term basis. For example,
Okay.
for a 1 month or 2 months. So you have to wait since it has already breached these levels. Had it not breached this 40 level, you could have initiated position at these particular levels on a daily chart basis. However, since it has already breached this 40 levels, the stock is showing some weakness. Obviously, that is why this stock has breached this 40 levels. So now you have to wait for a breakout for a crossover of this 60 levels, and then if you see the better, now the better thing would be this stock, this RSI breaking above 60, and this stock breaking above this price action. This is the price action. This is the highest higher
Yes.
high. This is the nearest swing high. So you will probably better. It is better. I would suggest it is better to wait for this levels to break and the stock to be above the 60 levels on this weekly chart. Then only you can consider this stock for a fresh entry. Otherwise, avoid this stock.
Okay.
But one confirmation is that this stock might reach this level is this volume. The stock has been
Yeah.
accumulated
Yes.
in a very good volume. So this is giving you an indication that you have to keep this stock in your radar because there is a confirmation that the stock might breach this level. So you have to keep this stock in watch list. Keep this stock in your mind. Keep
Okay.
this stock in your radar. This volume has given you an indication, clear indication.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Any more queries regarding RSI?
Yes, Mukul.
This side. Hello.
Yes. Yes. Tell me.
Just I would like to understand when the split happen within the company, the share splits will happen. Like Reddington recently happened with the Reddington, so it was the RSI is good before the split, and now the IRCTC, we would have heard the news for IRCTC there would be a split
मैं
1:5.
इसको बोला था कि मैं
Yes.
आऊंगा करके बिकॉज मेरा
Hello.
वेबिनार चल रहा है तो मैं बोला उसको वो होते ही आएगा
What's your name?
Sachin here.
Okay. Yeah. Now tell me.
So I was saying when the split will, is it audible
Yeah,
now?
you mean to say that when the split will happen, the RSI obviously will open at the very lowest level. So how in that case how to determine, right?
True.
Is that the question?
Yes.
So in that case, obviously you cannot take any decision from this RSI level because this RSI will obviously open very flat. So you will have, for example, so that is why for example, in case of any IPOs, I always tell you, or I always ask you to wait and just wait and watch the chart structure that is being developed. At least wait for 1 month so that you can see a clear psychology of the stock. You can understand the psychology of the stock, what it actually wants to do. So that is why I always tell you, for those who apply in case of IPOs, I tell you to book those stocks at the open, book it in a good profit if it is in a profitable trade, and wait for 1 month. See this chart structure. If the chart structure is healthy, then you can initiate this trade for a long term. I'm telling this for those who are a long term investor. For long term investors also, I'm telling you, if you have applied for any IPO, book it at once. See the chart structure that is being formed. If the stock is a healthy one, if the stock has great fundamentals, the chart structure will also be a healthy chart structure will be formed on the chart. uh, uh, yes, the healthy formation will take place, and then you can initiate a long position in that stock after 1 month or after 1 month and 1.5. For example, your query, in case of split, we cannot determine anything. We cannot say anything because the RSI will open flat. RSI will open according to the this split. It will almost gap down. So you cannot do anything in those cases. You will have to wait for a chart structure formation. You will have to see the price action in those cases. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any more queries? Please be quick. I have to take sessions.
No,
Yes, Mohan.
can't we
Yeah, yeah.
expect previous chart? Can't we correlate the previous the RSIs versus the after the split?
How? For example, any example? Because it will
Reddington,
completely Reddington. Okay, let's open this Reddington. Okay. There has been no split as of now. It is still waiting, right?
though Reddington already split happened last month.
Okay, so okay. For example, in that case, example, so let me tell you, there are various charts. For example, this trading view. Okay, so wherever there is a bonus or wherever there is this split happening, these charting software accordingly adjust its charting. Its charts. For example, if you see this on this trading view Reddington, they have already adjusted this RSI, this chart structure, price, and all according to this split. Everything has been adjusted accordingly. You can see this. Is it visible? They have adjusted it. But for example, there are charting softwares, for example, like Zerodha. They might not have updated. They will show you complete gap down, and they will start fresh. So for those setups, obviously you will not be able to determine. For example, what can be a good example? Okay, let me see this stock. Just okay. Can you see this? This is Majesco chart. Can you see this? See this gap down happening. So once, if the chart has not been updated according to the split, you won't be able to determine. You cannot see this that the stock is in complete downtrend because the RSI is around 5. You cannot say that. Since this is a split, you cannot determine from this. That is what I was telling you. If the chart is updated accordingly, there is no problem. Obviously, you can follow it. But if the chart is not updated, as in this case, you cannot interfere anything from this RSI level. You will have to wait around for 1 month or 2 months for this chart to take for a healthy chart structure to form, and then only you can obviously take a fresh decision from that thing. Is it clear?
Yes, noted.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
Where do we place stop loss on monthly time frame or weekly time frame while investing in long term?
Yeah, okay, let's do one thing. We are already short of time today. So next Sunday, we'll plan all these setups, how to take initiate trade on using this RSI thing. That I will take on next Sunday. That will be fine?
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. I'm running a very short of time because it's already 1.5 hours and I have to take, 30, 40, 45 minutes for those who like Hindi. Yeah. Any more queries in this regard itself only, not related to how to trade and all those stuffs. Relating to RSI strategy, anything that you did not understand? You can ask me query regarding that. Anyone, please be quick. Please, I have to wind this for those who are here. And I will start for those who want to understand this in Hindi. Please be quick. Go on with your queries. Anyone, please be quick. Tell me your queries. No queries?
I guess all clear.
Okay, thank you. So now I will start for those वांट मी टू स्पीक इन हिंदी? ओके, चलिए तो हिंदी में स्टार्ट करते हैं। हाँ, तो हम लोग वापस से अपने रिलायंस वाले चार्ट पे आ जाते हैं। ओके, रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज। सो मैं क्या बता रहा था, मैं बता रहा था कि आरएसआई को हम लोग यूज कैसे कर सकते हैं, आरएसआई इंडिकेटर को कैसे यूज करें। ठीक है, तो आरएसआई को बेसिकली यूज करने के लिए हम लोग सिंपल सा तरीका है, मतलब सिंपल सा तरीका क्या है, सिंपल थिंग हम लोग यूज करेंगे कि आरएसआई का जो सेटअप होगा वो हम लोग 60-40 में डिवाइड करेंगे। ठीक है, आरएसआई का जो सेटअप होगा, फॉर एग्जांपल दिस सेटअप, क्या है, ये जो सेटअप है, ये स्टाइल जो है, इसमें अपर बैंड हम लोग 60 पे रखेंगे और लोअर बैंड जो हम लोग 40 पे रखेंगे। ओके, ना क्लियर हो गया होगा? अपर बैंड 60 पे रहेगा, लोअर बैंड 40 पे रहेगा। ठीक है, इनपुट मतलब जो हम लोग का लेंथ होगा वो 14 होगा, आरएसआई का 14 होगा। जनरली डिफॉल्ट में 14 ही रहता है, आपको वही लेना है, बट स्टाइल जनरली यहाँ पे 70-30 होता है, उसको हम लोग को 60-40 करना है। ठीक है, हम लोग 60-40 कर लेंगे। 60-40 करने के बाद अब हम लोग का इम्प्लीकेशन समझना है कि मतलब क्या होता है, 60 का मतलब क्या है, 40 का मतलब क्या है। तो 60 का मतलब क्या है कि स्टॉक अब हवा में उड़ने वाली है। ठीक है, स्टॉक 60 में जैसे जाएगी, जब आरएसआई 60 में जाएगी तो स्टॉक बहुत तेजी से ऊपर जाएगा। इसका मतलब ये हमको समझना है कि स्टॉक जब भी आरएसआई जो है उसका 60 जब भी क्रॉस होगा, ठीक है, आरएसआई जब भी 60 को क्रॉस करेगी किसी भी स्टॉक की, तो वो स्टॉक जो है अप ट्रेंड में चला जाएगा, मतलब स्ट्रांग अप ट्रेंड में चला जाएगा। ठीक है, और जब 40 को क्रॉस करेगी, 40 को क्रॉस करके नीचे आएगी, आप ऊपर नहीं जाएगी, 40 को क्रॉस करके नीचे आ रही होगी, तब वो जो स्टॉक है वो डाउन ट्रेंड में चली जाएगी। ठीक है, आपको बेसिकली ये समझना है। इतना समझ में आ गया होगा मेरे हिसाब से कि 60 को क्रॉस करेगी ऊपर की तरफ तो वो अप ट्रेंड में चली जाएगी, 60 को क्रॉस करेगी नीचे की तरफ तो वो डाउन ट्रेंड में चली जाएगी। ठीक है, और इसके बीच में अगर स्टॉक घूम रहा है, आरएसआई घूम रहा है इसके बीच में, तो इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं कंसोलिडेशन और साइडवेज, स्टॉक साइडवेज मूव में घूम रहा है। ठीक है, तो आपको हमेशा अपने चार्ट पे ये आरएसआई का इस्तेमाल करना है ताकि आप समझ सकें कि स्टॉक किस पोजीशन पे है। ठीक है, एम आई टू फास्ट, मतलब सॉरी, क्या मैं बहुत ज्यादा जल्दी जल्दी बोल रहा हूँ, थोड़ा धीरे बोलूँ कि इज इट, मतलब ये सही है ना, स्पीड ठीक है ना?
सही है सर, सही है सर।
हाँ हाँ, ओके। तो मतलब ये समझ में आ गया ना कि ये साइडवेज मूव है। अब बात ये आती है यहाँ पे कि ये तो आप हम समझ में आ गया कि स्टॉक जो है 60 को क्रॉस करेगी तो अप ट्रेंड में चली जाएगी, और 60 को, सॉरी 40 को नीचे क्रॉस करेगी तो डाउन ट्रेंड में चली जाएगी, बीच में रहेगी तो साइडवेज में रहेगी। बट आप देख सकते हैं कि बहुत जगह ऐसा होता है कि 60 पे क्या होता है, आरएसआई 60 पे आई और 60 पे आके अटक गई और वापस नीचे आ गई। फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे हम देख रहे हैं कि 60 स्टॉक नीचे से ऊपर है, आरएसआई नीचे से ऊपर है, 49 से ऊपर आते 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 आए 60 के पास आया, वापस गिर गया। तो इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? इसका क्या मतलब हुआ कि स्टॉक जो है अप ट्रेंड में जाने की कोशिश कर रहा था बट अप ट्रेंड में जा नहीं सका, और वहां से क्या हो गया, स्टॉक गिर गया। इसका मतलब क्या हो गया कि स्टॉक, मतलब स्टॉक में उतना स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है, मतलब बायर्स के पास उतना स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है कि बायर्स उस स्टॉक को अप ट्रेंड में ले जा सके और ऊपर ले जा सके। मतलब यहाँ से हो सकता है हमको ये देखने को मिले कि स्टॉक जो है गिर सकता है, वहां से सेलिंग का प्रेशर दिख सकता है, जैसा कि हमको इस चार्ट में दिख रहा है। आप देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ से स्टॉक वापस गिर गया और हमको आरएसआई यही बता रहा है। समझ में आ रहा है ये चीज? ओके, दूसरी बात हम देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि आरएसआई जो है 40 के पास लगातार सपोर्ट ले रहा है। 40 के पास आप देख रहे हैं कि लगातार 40 के अराउंड ही सपोर्ट ले रहा है, 40-37 के आसपास सपोर्ट ले रहा है। इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? और दूसरी बात, आप जब प्राइस एक्शन पे बनाएंगे, आप प्राइस एक्शन अगर हम एक लाइन ड्रॉ करते हैं यहाँ पे, ये अगर हम एक सपोर्ट लाइन ड्रॉ किया, ऑब्वियसली आप देख रहे हैं कि ये सपोर्ट लाइन इसका इसका भी, अब एक यहाँ पे लाइन ड्रॉ कर लिया, दूसरा लाइन अगर हम लोग यहाँ ड्रॉ करते हैं, ठीक है, ओके। तो आप ये देख रहे हैं कि ये जो है एक सपोर्ट की तरह काम कर रहा है, इसको स्टॉक जो है ब्रीच नहीं कर रहा है, ये 40 के आसपास ही। इसका मतलब क्या है कि स्टॉक जो है डाउन ट्रेंड में जाना नहीं चाहता, स्टॉक जो है डाउन ट्रेंड में नहीं जाना चाहता, साइडवेज में रहने में तो खुश है ये स्टॉक, साइडवेज में रह रहा है, बट ये डाउन ट्रेंड में नहीं जाना चाहता है। मतलब इसका मन है कि हम ऊपर जाएंगे लेकिन नीचे नहीं जाएंगे, एक ही जगह घूमते रहेंगे, नीचे नहीं जाएंगे, हमको जाना है तो ऊपर ही जाना, नीचे नहीं जाना। इसका मतलब ये हुआ। ठीक है, सिंपल सा लॉजिक, आपको एकदम साधारण भाषा में समझ में आ रहा होगा ये चीज। ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि ये सपोर्ट ले रहा है। अब हम एग्जांपल में आते हैं। हाँ, अच्छा, एक चीज तो और मैंने बताना ही भूल गया उधर उन लोगों को जो इंग्लिश में देख रहे थे, उनको मैंने ये बताना भूल गया कि 40 के में रेजिस्टेंस कैसे लेता है। हाँ, 40 में रेजिस्टेंस कैसे लेता है उसका एग्जांपल हम यस बैंक में आते हैं। ठीक है, यस बैंक में आते हैं, यस बैंक का डेली चार्ट खोलते हैं। ओके, आपको ये दिख रहा है, यहाँ पे दिख रहा होगा कि स्टॉक जो है डाउन ट्रेंड में तो ऑलरेडी है, यहाँ डाउन ट्रेंड में है, 40 के नीचे आ गई और स्टॉक डाउन ट्रेंड में कंटिन्यूसली देखिए प्राइस गिर रहा है, 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 बट यहाँ से स्टॉक क्या करता है, अटेम्प्ट करता है ऊपर जाने का, ऊपर जाने का अटेम्प्ट किया, बट यहाँ 40 में आकर वापस टकरा गया। 40 में मतलब ये डाउन ट्रेंड की बोल रहा है कि नहीं, डाउन ट्रेंड तो हम क्रॉस कर ही नहीं पाएंगे। कि आपको आरएसआई सीधा सीधा बता रहा है कि नहीं, डाउन ट्रेंड में ही हम रहेंगे और डाउन ट्रेंड को तो हम क्रॉस नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि 40 के ऊपर नहीं गया। अब देखिए यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, फिर से सेलिंग का प्रेशर शुरू हो गया। तो देख रहा है ये चीज़, ये आपको आरएसआई भी कंफर्म कर रहा है कि नहीं, हम 40 को क्रॉस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, मतलब क्या है कि मेरे में सेलिंग प्रेशर अभी भी बचा हुआ है, सेलर्स जो है अभी भी बचे हुए हैं और सेल करेंगे वापस से। और आपको साफ साफ दिख रहा है कि आगे क्या हुआ है, वापस फिर से स्टॉक गिरी, यहाँ से ऊपर गई तो थी, बट दिस वाज अ फॉल्स अप मूव, राइट। दिस वाज जस्ट टू ट्रैप नॉर्मल प्लेयर्स, दोज हु डोंट अंडरस्टैंड चार्टिंग, चार्ट्स एंड ऑल। तो जो लोग होशियार हैं वो लोग समझ जाएंगे यहाँ पे कि नहीं, ये तो बेवकूफ़ बनाने के लिए, क्योंकि आरएसआई देखिए यहाँ पे वापस रेजिस्टेंस ले रहे हैं, आरएसआई 40 के ऊपर नहीं जा रहा है, मतलब स्टॉक अभी भी डाउन ट्रेंड में ही रहेगा और डाउन ट्रेंड से खत्म नहीं होगा। और आप जैसा कि आप देख रहे हैं, स्टॉक कहाँ था, 72 पे था और कहाँ आ गया, 10 रुपये पे आ गया। समझ रहे इस बात को, यहाँ देखिए कितना का लो मारा है, 4 रुपये का लो मार दिया, कहाँ से, 70 रुपये से। आपको सीधा सीधा आरएसआई साफ साफ बता रहा था। जो लोग यहाँ पे एंट्री दिए होंगे सोचेंगे अरे बहुत बढ़िया है, तो बहुत बढ़िया है। दूसरी बात, ये वॉल्यूम भी आपको सपोर्ट कर रहा था, जो लोग वॉल्यूम देख के सिर्फ ट्रेड करते हैं वो भी आपको बता रहा था कि अरे हाँ बढ़िया बढ़िया वॉल्यूम भी बन गया, ट्रेड ले लेना चाहिए, यहाँ पे ले लेना चाहिए। बट आपको आरएसआई बोला कि नहीं नहीं, चूंकि एक बार डाउन ट्रेंड में आ गया, अभी रुक जाओ, अभी मत लो, अभी यहाँ नहीं लेना आपको। वॉल्यूम बता रहा है आपको कि ले लीजिए, एंट्री कर लीजिए यहाँ पे, लेकिन ये सब बस फेक है, आपको बस बुरो बनाने के लिए। आपको एंट्री नहीं लेना है, आपको यहाँ पे वेट करना है जब तक ये एक बार, जब भी कोई स्टॉक डाउन ट्रेंड में चला गया, आपको इंतजार करना है कि जब तक ये सुपर अप ट्रेंड में नहीं आएगा तब तक हम ट्रेड नहीं लेंगे, रुके रहेंगे, हमको नहीं लेना है ट्रेड। ठीक है, वीकली चार्ट का बात हम कर रहे हैं। वीकली चार्ट पे अगर एक डाउन ट्रेंड में स्टॉक चला गया तो आपको इंतजार करना है वीकली चार्ट में अप ट्रेंड में जाने का, सुपर अप ट्रेंड में, तभी आप चार्ट में एंट्री दीजिएगा स्टॉक में, अदरवाइज आप मत लीजिए एंट्री, अदरवाइज आप वेट कीजिए। ठीक है, एक बार जब स्टॉक वीकली ट्रेंड में अप ट्रेंड में घुस गया तो आप इंतजार कीजिए एंट्री लेने का, आप आराम से उसमें एंट्री ले सकते हैं। एक बार जब डाउन ट्रेंड में स्टॉक चली गई तो आपको ये भी दिख गया ना कि कैसे डाउन ट्रेंड में होने के बाद भी 40 पे रेजिस्टेंस लेता है स्टॉक, इसका भी एग्जांपल मैंने आपको दे दिया। तो ये आपको समझ में आ गया इतना, ठीक है, इतना तो समझ में आ गया। और किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ सकते हैं, इतना ही बेसिकली मैंने इतना ही समझाया अभी तक तो।
सर डाउन ट्रेंड बोल तो 40 के नीचे ही डाउन ट्रेंड रहेगा ना?
हाँ 40 के नीचे डाउन ट्रेंड है, 60 के ऊपर सुपर स्ट्रांग बुल है। ठीक है,
तो एंट्री 40 के ऊपर ही लेनी है।
एंट्री 40 के ऊपर मतलब 40 के ऊपर
जब
एंट्री
40 के ऊपर तो फिर 60 के ऊपर जब
मैंने क्या बताया कि जब स्टॉक डाउन ट्रेंड में चली गई है तो 40 के ऊपर भी साइडवेज मूव है, 40 और 60 के बीच का मूव साइडवेज का मूव है, ये अप ट्रेंड नहीं बता रहा है आपको। अगर डाउन ट्रेंड में था, अगर पिछला मूवमेंट इसका डाउन ट्रेंड का था तो ये साइडवेज है, बट योर व्यू शुड बी डाउन ट्रेंड। अगर ये पिछला अप ट्रेंड था और 60 के नीचे आ गया तो ये साइडवेज है, बट आपका थॉट रहेगा कि नहीं अप ट्रेंड यहाँ से ट्राई करेगा स्टॉक, डाउन ट्रेंड नहीं ट्राई करेगा। समझ रहे मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
ओके
यस, मतलब आपको पिछला ट्रेंड देखना है, पिछला ट्रेंड अगर डाउन ट्रेंड था तो 40 और 60 के बीच का जो ट्रेंड होगा वो साइडवेज का होगा, बट आपका व्यू रहेगा डाउन ट्रेंड। आपको पोजीशन जो देखना होगी, चांसेस होगा कि हम डाउन ट्रेंड मूव, अगर हमको मौका मिलता है तो हम डाउन ट्रेंड लें। बट अगर आपका पिछला, फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे यहाँ पे देखते हैं हम लोग, यहाँ पे देखिए अप ट्रेंड में 60 के ऊपर है, अप ट्रेंड में, बट अब नीचे आ गया, बट ये आगे साइडवेज मूव में, तो आपको यहाँ पे शॉर्ट नहीं करना है, साइडवेज मूव में है, बट आपका व्यू क्या रहेगा कि स्टॉक अभी भी डाउन ट्रेंड में हो सकता है जब तक ये 40 को क्रॉस ना करे। समझे मेरी बात को? हेलो, समझ गए ना?
हाँ जी सर, जी सर।
हाँ, फिर वही आपको छोटे टाइम फ्रेम में आना है, डेली में आ सकते हैं। डेली में यस बैंक में क्या ही देखें, डेली में आपको देखना है तो रिलायंस देखिए। हाँ, तो रिलायंस का देखना है चार्ट, जैसे आप रिलायंस में समझिए बात को। रिलायंस में क्या हुआ, 60 के ऊपर आया, देखिए कितना तेजी से रैली हुआ है स्टॉक, 2000 से सीधा 2200 पहुंच गया, 2250 पहुंच गया। फिर देखिए यहाँ नीचे आ गया, साइडवेज में घूमता रहा कंप्लीट। यहाँ देखिए, ये दिख रहा ना आपको, यहाँ से ये प्राइस आया नीचे और इस यहाँ से देखिए पूरा का पूरा एक साइडवेज जोन था। अब देखिए यहाँ पे स्टॉक वापस 60 को क्रॉस के ऊपर, अब देखिए फिर से साइड की हवा की तरह उड़ गया रिलायंस, दिख रहा है आपको? तो आपको इसके बीच में आपको अब इतना तो समझ में आ गया होगा ना। मतलब मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ आपको कि हाँ ठीक है आपको सब कुछ बहुत कुछ समझ में आ गया यहाँ से, बट आपको इतना जरूर समझ में आ गया कि अरे इसके बीच में तो आपको ट्रेड नहीं लेना चाहिए था, फालतू का इसमें टाइम वेस्ट होगा मेरा, पता चला स्टॉप लॉस भी कट जाएगा। इतना तो आपको जरूर समझ में आया होगा, इतना तो आप समझ सकते हैं कि हाँ स्टॉक अब देखिए 60 के ऊपर है तो स्टॉक बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग अप ट्रेंड में, यहाँ हमको अभी एग्जिट नहीं करना, स्टॉक को यहाँ पे बने रहना। इतना तो समझ में आ रहा है आपको, इतना तो समझ में जरूर आया होगा हर एक लोगों को। अगर इतना भी समझ में आ रहा
जी
है तो
सर।
आपको बहुत कुछ समझ में आ रहा है। फिर जो मैं स्टॉक देता हूँ, जो मैं आपको कॉस्ट देता हूँ, आप उसको अगर ध्यान से, और जो मैं आज बताया हूँ इस चीज़ को आप अगर ध्यान से देखिएगा, आपको बहुत कुछ समझ में आएगा और बहुत कुछ रिलेट कर पाएंगे कि मैं एक कॉल देता हूँ तो उसका RSI कहाँ होता है। आप जितना भी एनालिसिस में देखिएगा ट्रेडिंग व्यू पे 60 के ऊपर जितना भी RSI होता है वहाँ पे लिखते हैं RSI इज एट परफेक्ट लेवल्स, RSI इज एट परफेक्ट लेवल्स। उसका मतलब क्या होता है? वही मतलब होता है कि RSI एक स्ट्रॉन्ग अप ट्रेंड में, RSI भी कंफर्मेशन दे रहा है कि हम स्ट्रॉन्ग अप ट्रेंड में, स्टॉक एंट्री के लिए सही जगह पे है। समझ रहे हैं इस बात को? तो मैं यही तब बताता हूँ जब मैं पोस्ट करता हूँ। तो ये आप ये भी देख रहे थे कि ये आपका RSI, ये जो RSI था मतलब ये सपोर्ट था। अब दूसरी बात, अगर रिलायंस का मैंने कॉल दिया था लगभग इसके ब्रेकआउट पे, मैंने बोला था कि ये ब्रेकआउट हो रहा है, एक कॉल दिया गया था। ये इसका देखिए रिसेंट हाई का एक ब्रेकआउट था, एक रेंज में था, साइडवेज रेंज में था। देख रहे हैं आप जनरली कि एक साइडवेज रेंज था पूरा कंटिन्यूस। समझ रहे हैं ना? देखिए वीकली चार्ट देखिए, वीकली चार्ट अगर आप देखेंगे तो वीकली चार्ट देखेंगे ये कंप्लीट एक साइडवेज रेंज था, जो ड्रॉ बनाया हुआ है, एक लाइन बनाया हुआ है ये। इससे पूरा देखिए वीकली चार्ट ये आपको बता रहा है। और वीकली चार्ट में देखिए यहीं पे एग्जिट देखिए दिख रहा है आपको कि ये जो है प्राइस एक्शन का भी ब्रेकआउट हुआ है, चार्ट पे भी ब्रेकआउट हो रहा है, और RSI भी वीकली चार्ट पे ब्रेकआउट हो रहा है, मतलब 60 के ऊपर निकल रहा है। मतलब ये क्या है, यहाँ पे आपको एकदम ट्रेड लेना चाहिए था। मतलब आप ले सकते थे चार्ट, अगर आपको आइडिया है कि कैसे ट्रेड लेना है, कितना रिस्क लेना है, तो आप यहाँ पे ट्रेड ले सकते थे। मैं आपको सिंपली ये समझा रहा हूँ, समझ रहे हैं ना? और इसी समय पे मैंने बोला था RSI के मतलब रिलायंस के बारे में बोला था कि रिलायंस जो है तैयार हो रहा है 2800 लेवल के लिए, 2700 लेवल के लिए तैयार हो रहा है। और उसके बाद देखिए स्टॉक भाग कितना तेजी से भागा यहाँ से लगभग 2500 तो आएंगे, 2500 के लगभग 2500 को छू दिया स्टॉक, 250 रुपये का मूव तो आ गया स्टॉक। समझ रहे हो? और किसी को कुछ क्वेरी है तो आप पूछ सकते हो, मैं बताने के लिए तैयार हूँ। और कुछ किसी को जानना है इससे रिलेटेड, कोई क्वेरी है तो। प्लीज आप लोग हिचकिचाइए नहीं, कुछ भी जो पूछना है आराम से पूछिए, मैं आपको बताने के लिए तैयार हूँ। जो पूछना है आपको आप आराम से पूछिए, एकदम बेझिझक होके, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। मैं बताने के लिए आराम से तैयार हूँ, मैं सब कुछ बताने के लिए तैयार हूँ। आपको जो पूछना है पूछ लीजिए जल्दी से।
सर उसको वो अभी 60 क्रॉस कर रहा है तो उसको बैक टेस्ट भी करना जरूरी है क्या सर? पिछले पहले वो कैसा बिहेव किया करके।
मतलब 60 को क्रॉस करा था, आपको बैक टेस्ट करना है। आप देखिए ना कि पिछले पहले क्या चल रहा है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे ये देखिए अभी 60 क्रॉस किया। अब एक बार आप मंथली चार्ट भी देख लीजिए। मंथली चार्ट में आपको दिख रहा है कि मंथली चार्ट में तो सुपर बुलिश है। मंथली चार्ट में आपको ये भी दिख रहा है कि स्टॉक वे भी क्या है, सुपर, मतलब एकदम कंप्लीट स्ट्रॉन्ग अपवर्ड मूव में है ना, 60 के ऊपर। ये अब आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है कि स्टॉक जो है वीकली चार्ट पे एंट्री ले रहा है 60 में। तो आप एक समझ सकते हैं कि अच्छा चांस यहाँ पे ले सकते हैं कि रिस्क ले सकते हैं। एक छोटा सा रिस्क रिवार्ड अगर हमको मिल रहा है तो आप आराम से यहाँ पे ट्रेड ले सकते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पे हमको एक छोटा सा रिस्क रिवार्ड मिल रहा था तो हम यहाँ पे एंट्री ले सकते थे, लिए आराम से एंट्री। अब वीकली चार्ट में भी आपको दिख गया कि यहाँ एंट्री देखिए 60 के ऊपर आ रहा है, तो आप डेली चार्ट पे आइए कि डेली चार्ट पे हम एंट्री ले सकते हैं कि नहीं सकते। अब आप यहाँ पे देखिए डेली चार्ट पे जब हम आए, डेली चार्ट पे आया, देखिए 60 के ऊपर क्रॉस करा, और हमको क्या दिख रहा था कि 60 के ऊपर क्रॉस करा, और यहाँ पे एक रिसेंटली एक छोटा सा लो बना है। तो हम यहाँ पे आराम से एंट्री लिए, कितना पे 2200 पे एंट्री लिए, और मेरा स्टॉप लॉस कितना छोटा था, 60-70 रुपए का स्टॉप लॉस था। तो आराम से 60-70 रुपए का स्टॉप लॉस लिए, 2200 पे एंट्री था, बस उतना 60-70 रुपए का स्टॉप लॉस लेके ट्रेड कर रहे हैं। आप देखिए 2200 पे एंट्री लिए तभी लगभग 2500 स्टॉक आ गया। तो आपको 60-70 रुपए का रिस्क था, आपको कितना टाइम्स मल्टीप्लाई मिल गया, 70 इंटू कम से कम 3 टाइम्स, तो आपको उससे ज़्यादा रिटर्न मिल गया 3 टाइम्स का। तो 1:3 का रिस्क रिवार्ड रेशियो हो गया। तो ये बहुत बढ़िया ट्रेड मिल गया आपको। तो आपको बस इसी तरह से सेटअप डिसाइड करना है कि कहाँ करना है। तो ये एक सिंपल सा तरीका हुआ मैं आपको समझाने के लिए, ताकि मैं जो आपको ट्रेड दे रहा हूँ, मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि आप इसके बाद एकदम आप आराम से सब कुछ ले सकते हैं, बट आप इस माइंडसेट के साथ अगर आप वर्क करेंगे, थोड़ा मेहनत करेंगे इस चीज़ पे, तो आप बहुत काबिल बन सकते हैं इस सेटअप को लेके, और आप अपने से खुद भी ट्रेड डिसाइड कर सकते हैं और ट्रेड ढूंढ सकते हैं। समझ रहे हैं? और ये स्टॉक स्किनर वाला तो आपको समझ में आ गया कैसे डिसाइड करें। ये स्टॉक स्किनर वाला मैंने समझाया था। इसमें किसी को डाउट है तो मैं फिर से बता दूंगा कि कैसे करना है इसको। आपको बेसिकली कुछ नहीं करना है। इस ओवरव्यू में आपको दिख रहा है ट्रेडिंग व्यू का चार्ट है ये। स्टॉक स्क्रीनर में आना है, यहाँ पे ओवरव्यू में जो 3 लाइन आपको दिख रहा है इस पर क्लिक करना है, और यहाँ पे आपको सर्च करना है रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ, और ये जो 14 वाला रिलेटिव स्ट्रेंथ है उस पर आपको टिक मार देना है। और उसके बाद टिक मारने के बाद आप देखिएगा कि यहाँ पे आ जाएगा, ये दिखा रहा है आपको RSI, ठीक है। और RSI के आने के बाद आपको यहाँ पे जो दिख रहा है 2 लाइन दिख रहा है, एक नीचे एक ऊपर, इस पर क्लिक करना है, और आपको ये बिटवीन करना है, और यहाँ 59 और 61 करना है। तो जो भी स्टॉक इसके बीच में रहेगा वो आ जाएगा। और उसके बाद आप इंडिविजुअली इसका चार्ट खोल के देख सकते हैं, जिसमें आपको बढ़िया लगेगा आप वहाँ ट्रेड ले सकते हैं। तो ये एक सिंपल सा स्क्रीनर मैंने बताया आपको कि कैसे आप स्टॉक सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं। ठीक है। इतना समझ में आ गया किसी को? किसी को कोई क्वेरी है इतना इतना में जितना मैंने समझाया वापस से? एनी क्वेरीज? किसी को कोई क्वेरी हो प्लीज बताइए। आप हिचकिचाइए नहीं, आराम से पूछिए जो भी क्वेरीज है। कुछ एक्स्ट्रा क्वेरी है तो वो भी पूछ दीजिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, हमको बताने में कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं, मैं आराम से बताने के लिए तैयार हूं। पूछिए जो पूछ रहे हैं।
सर वो कौन सा टाइम फ्रेम वाला रिजल्ट्स दिखाएगा सर?
वो आप जिस टाइम फ्रेम में सेट करेंगे।
उधर आप 1 डे रखे ना सर, उसका रिलेटेड ही रिजल्ट्स आएगा क्या सर उधर स्टॉक
हाँ वो
स्क्रीनर में?
डेली चार्ट पे आएगा। हाँ ये डेली चार्ट पे आएगा, यहाँ जो आप ये है ना डेली चार्ट पे है। ठीक
ये
है,
सब डेली चार्ट्स के है
हाँ
क्या
ये
सर?
डेली चार्ट पे। यहाँ देखिए, ये दिख रहा है आपको? ये टाइम फ्रेम सेट कर सकते हैं आप। ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप 15 मिनट कर देते हैं यहाँ पे। देखिए अब 15 मिनट पे आएगा RSI जो 60 दिख रहा है आपको, ये 15 मिनट पे दिखा रहा है। ये भी सिलेक्ट करने का है। 1 घंटा कर दिए, 1 घंटा पे दिखा रहा है।
हाँ
डेली
सर।
कर दिए, डेली डेली दिखा रहा है। ठीक है, वीकली कर देंगे, वीकली दिखाएगा। समझ रहे हैं ना आप बात को?
हाँ सर, थैंक यू सर।
हाँ हाँ, और कोई एनी क्वेरी नहीं हो? और कुछ पूछना है किसी को तो पूछ लीजिए जल्दी जल्दी। बहुत लंबा हो गया ये सेशन ऑलरेडी। और किसी को कुछ पूछना है प्लीज़ पूछ लीजिए, मैं बताने के लिए तैयार हूँ। जल्दी जल्दी पूछ लीजिए। मैं 5 बजे बंद कर दूंगा, ऑलरेडी 2 घंटे हो जाएंगे 5 बजे। और क्वेरी किसी को कुछ भी प्लीज़ पूछिए, प्लीज़ पूछिए। शर्माने का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, शर्माने का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है।
हेलो।
हाँ पूछिए।
हाँ मुकुंद जी, इसमें असल में ये पूछना था कि RSI में तो अपने को लग रहा है बाय है, और उस वक्त में सुपर ट्रेंड का जो आपने बताए थे, सुपर ट्रेंड का सेल
नहीं नहीं
एक्टिव है।
सुपर ट्रेंड, नहीं नहीं
नहीं नहीं।
सुपर ट्रेंड आपको हाँ हाँ मैं
हाँ
समझ
हाँ
रहा हूँ आप जो बोल रहे हैं।
जी।
मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि सुपर ट्रेंड आपको तभी यूज करना है जब टारगेट 1 अचीव हो जाए तब। सुपर ट्रेंड
नहीं,
से
यानी सपोज टारगेट 1 अचीव हो गया है, और फिर
हाँ
उसके बाद भी मतलब के अभी
उसके
जब वहां
बाद
पे
आप सीधा
जस्ट
आराम से
सेल
सुपर ट्रेंड
आया है,
दिखाओ।
और सुपर ट्रेंड में सेल आया है, सपोज सेल आ रहा है
हाँ
उस दिन पर, जब यानी लाइव
हाँ
मार्केट चल रहा है, और 3 आवर्स
हम्म,
में सुपर ट्रेंड पे वो सेल की तरफ आ रहा है, मतलब
आ रहा है
नीचे की
ठीक है।
तरफ, और RSI
हाँ
अभी भी उसका मतलब पॉजिटिव
बाय
है
दिखा रहा है।
डेली में और वीकली वगैरह में, तो
हाँ तो वहां पे
उस टाइम पर
हाँ
कैसा एग्जिट हम लेंगे?
उस केस में वही, उस केस में बात आती है कि आपका रिस्क एपेटाइट क्या है। अगर आप रिस्क ले सकते हैं तो आप रहिए। सुपर ट्रेंड देखिए क्यों बनाया गया है, वो जो सुपर ट्रेंड का मैंने जो आपको कंसेप्ट दिया है वो इसलिए बनाया गया है क्योंकि बहुत लोग बहुत ज्यादा रिस्क नहीं ले सकते। ठीक है, RSI में आपको रिस्क भी ज्यादा होगा बट रिवॉर्ड भी ज्यादा मिलेगा। तो
हाँ।
सुपर आप क्या कर सकते हैं, सुपर ट्रेंड क्या होगा कि सुपर ट्रेंड आपको जल्दी एग्जिट दे देगा।
यस
ठीक है,
यस, वो मैं समझ
RSI
गया।
थोड़ा लेट। हाँ
जैसे मतलब अभी अब बाला माइंस का आपने इंग्लिश वाले लेक्चर में जो बताया, बाला माइंस का 500
बालाजी अमाइंस
स्टॉक,
का हाँ।
तो
हाँ
उसमें तो काफी टाइम, मतलब अगर कोई 3 आवर्स को फॉलो करेगा तो काफी टाइम उसने एग्जिट दिया है उसमें।
हाँ दिया,
तो
बिल्कुल दिया।
हाँ, तो वो मतलब कैसे इतना लॉन्ग कैसा लेकर चलेंगे उसको,
हाँ
मतलब।
तो उसके लिए तो मैंने बोला ना कि जो लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर है उनका रिस्क भी लंबा होगा और उनको डेली चार्ट या 3 आवर चार्ट तो देखना ही नहीं है। उनको तो सिर्फ वीकली चार्ट देखना है, उनको तो सिर्फ डेली मंथली चार्ट देखना है। उनको तो इससे मतलब ही नहीं है कि सुपर ट्रेंड क्या बोल रहा है।
जैसे अभी रिलायंस में अगर हम है अभी
आप नहीं नहीं
RSI
हम
बेस पे।
बालाजी अमाइंस में ही आते हैं। नहीं नहीं आप
जी
आपको बालाजी अमाइंस से सेटिस्फेक्शन मिलेगा, मैं
जी जी
बालाजी
जी।
अमाइंस में ही आता हूँ। हाँ, तो इधर
भाई
उधर क्यों
बालाजी
जाना।
अमाउंट तो पूरा स्ट्रांग है दिल्ली में भी, और हर
हाँ
जगह
देखिए ना
पर।
मैं आपको आपको दिखा रहा हूँ। फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने आपको बताया था एंट्री आप लेंगे कहाँ पे, यहाँ पे 400-500 पे एंट्री हुई थी, कहाँ गई? वीकली चार्ट पे आते, ठीक ओके। वीकली चार्ट पे आ गए, यस ये वीकली चार्ट है। ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे मैंने एंट्री लिया। ठीक है, लगभग मान लीजिए कि ये ब्रेकआउट था, यहाँ पे मैंने एंट्री लिया इस ब्रेकआउट या इसका ब्रेकआउट मानते हैं, यहाँ पे एंट्री 1000 रुपये पे एंट्री लिया। ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे हम क्लिक करते हैं सुपर ट्रेंड। चलिए सुपर ट्रेंड हम लगा दिए, लग गया सुपर ट्रेंड। अब देखिए सुपर ट्रेंड क्या वीकली चार्ट पे आपको अभी तक एग्जिट दिया है? नहीं दिया। ये देखिए सुपर ट्रेंड है। ठीक है, ये वीकली चार्ट में देखिए अभी तक आपको एग्जिट नहीं दिया है। आपको नहीं एग्जिट लेना है। RSI भी अभी तक एग्जिट नहीं दिया, सुपर ट्रेंड भी एग्जिट नहीं दिया। समझ रहे मेरी बात को?
ओके ओके।
आपको जब आपका व्यू अगर लंबा है तो आपको चार्ट भी लंबा देखना पड़ेगा,
यानी
उसी
इसका
चार्ट
मतलब
पे
ये
आपको
है कि अगर आप वीकली चार्ट देखकर एंट्री ले रहे हो तो फिर एग्जिट भी वीकली चार्ट देखकर ही होगा।
बिल्कुल आपने
और अगर
आपका हाँ,
जी
आप अगर एंट्री और एग्जिट का बात नहीं बोल रहे, हम बोल रहे हैं कि आप अगर लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर हैं, आपका व्यू पर डिपेंड करता है। आप अगर लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर हैं तो आप वीकली चार्ट के हिसाब से एग्जिट लीजिए। वीकली चार्ट भी नहीं तो कम से कम डेली चार्ट, उससे नीचे मत आइए, उससे नीचे मत आइए। अब अगर डेली चार्ट में भी आप आते हैं, देखिए डेली चार्ट में भी एग्जिट नहीं दिया आपको बालाजी अमाइंस अभी तक, देख रहे हैं 1000 रुपए के बाद अभी तक ये 1000 रुपए का ब्रेकआउट जो हुआ है, इसके बाद बाय सिग्नल जो बना है, अभी तक एग्जिट ही नहीं दिया बालाजी अमाइंस। तो जो लोग होल्ड कर सकते थे उनको तो एकदम होल्ड करना चाहिए था, कभी एग्जिट नहीं दिया बालाजी माइंस। और मैंने बोल के भी रखा था कि मल्टी बैगर बन सकता है। दूसरी एग्जांपल में आते हैं एफएसएल, आपको एफएसएल भी दिखाता हूँ। देखो एफएसएल दिख रहा है, एफएसएल में एंट्री बनी यहाँ पे, लगभग यहीं पे एग्जिट दिया था। एंट्री मैंने दिया था 130 रुपए के आसपास, 120 रुपए के आसपास। आपको एग्जिट दिया आज तक, अभी तक यहाँ पे एग्जिट मिला है। आपको यहाँ पे एग्जिट करना चाहिए था। आपको कितना टाइम इसमें ट्रेड मिल गया ऑलरेडी, बट लोग वेट नहीं करते, मेरे बोलने के बाद भी वेट नहीं करते लोग। मैं बोलता रहता हूँ लेकिन लोगों को इससे मतलब नहीं। लोगों को 10 रुपए 5 रुपए मिल जाते हैं तो खुश हो जाते हैं। स्टॉप लॉस अगर 5 रुपए का लग जाएगा तो मुझे 5 बात बोलेंगे कि स्टॉप लॉस हिट हो गया, लेकिन मैं इतना लंबा जो रिटर्न देने का ख्वाहिश रखता हूँ उतना चाहिए नहीं लोगों को। लोगों को सिर्फ 5 रुपए चाहिए, 5 रुपए में खुश हो जाएंगे लोग। 8 रुपए का लॉस हो जाएगा तो उनको 8 रुपए लॉस होने के बाद ही 5 रुपए मिल जाएगा तो लोग खुश हो जाएंगे। बट मैं उनको 20 रुपए 25 रुपए 30 रुपए 100 रुपए देने की कोशिश करता हूँ, लेकिन उन लोगों को लेना नहीं चाहते, थोड़ा सा रिस्क लेने के लिए तैयार नहीं होते, उनको डर लगता है। तो मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता इसमें, मैं बोलता रहता हूँ लेकिन लोग समझते नहीं इस बात को। देखिए ना, अब मैं एफएसएल का ही बात कर रहा हूँ, मैंने बताया ना। देखिए डेली चार्ट पे अभी तक एग्जिट नहीं दिया सुपर ट्रेंड। आरएसआई भी एग्जिट नहीं दिया एंट्री के बाद। मतलब आरएसआई अगर यहाँ पर तो एंट्री दिया डेली चार्ट पे, बट सुपर ट्रेंड आपको एंट्री नहीं दिया। तो मैं क्या बोला था आपको कि जब पहला टारगेट आ जाए तो आपको सुपर ट्रेंड फॉलो करना, आरएसआई को छोड़ दिए, सुपर ट्रेंड फॉलो करते रहिए आराम से। सुपर ट्रेंड अगर आपको एग्जिट दे तो एग्जिट लीजिए, नहीं दे तो नहीं लीजिए, आराम से फॉलो कीजिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। समझ रहे हैं इस बात को? और भी कोई एग्जांपल दूं मैं, बताऊं? और भी एग्जांपल दूंगा आपको, और भी एग्जांपल दूंगा, 4-5 एग्जांपल और भी दे सकता हूँ, मेरे पास है बहुत सारे एग्जांपल। एग्जांपल एक और मैंने दिया था सारे गाँव का, वो भी देख लेते हैं।
सर प्लीज लिंकोलिन के चार्ट चेक करते हैं क्या?
एक हाँ, वो भी कर लेंगे, ठीक है, वो भी कर लेंगे। देखिए सारे गाँव का चार्ट देख रहे हैं डेली चार्ट पे, आपको दिया है एग्जिट, कहाँ पे बाय मिला है सुपर ट्रेंड में? 312 रुपए पे। और मैंने बाय कहाँ करवाया? 500 रुपए के आसपास लगभग मैंने बाय दिया था। अगर जो डेली चार्ट फॉलो करते हैं, जो लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर है, अभी तक एग्जिट नहीं मिला। एग्जिट मिला आपको कहाँ पे? 3200 रुपए पे आके। एंट्री कहाँ हुई थी? 500 रुपए पे, 3200 रुपए पे एग्जिट मिले, 6 गुना एक साल में। कहाँ मिलेगा आपको इतना रिटर्न? लेकिन लोगों को इतना चाहिए ही नहीं, लोगों को इतना कैपेसिटी ही नहीं है, लोगों के पास इतना हिम्मत ही नहीं है। मेरे पास बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग जो कि होल्ड किए हैं बालाजी माइंस को, 200-300% कमाए हैं, सारे कमा होल्ड किए हैं। ग्रीन पैनल एग्जांपल आपको और देते हैं, मल्टीबैगर का ग्रीन पैनल। ये देखिए ग्रीन पैनल का चार्ट। ग्रीन पैनल भी लगभग 75 रुपए के आसपास मैंने एंट्री दिया था, 60-65 रुपए पे। और देखिए कहाँ चला गया, 60-65 के बाद सीधा एंट्री आपको एग्जिट मिला 160, 175 रुपए पे। 3 गुना हो गया स्टॉक वहाँ से भी। अभी फिर देखिए, फिर मैं बोल रहा हूँ, फिर मेरे को अच्छा लग रहा है ये ग्रीन पैनल, अभी फिर मेरा नज़र इस पे है। अभी भी यहाँ से मेरे को स्टॉक लगता है कि बहुत तेज़ आगे चल सकता है फ्यूचर में। मैं इस पे फिर से ध्यान दे रहा हूँ, फिर से इसका वीकली चार्ट में देख रहा था। वीकली चार्ट अब देखिए, वीकली चार्ट अब देखिए, इसका वीकली चार्ट। जो लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर है, अब डेली चार्ट में जो लोग थे, जो डेली चार्ट में थे, वो तो देखिए बहुत सारा, यहाँ पे बहुत सारा एग्जिट मिल गया, ठीक है, आरएसआई बहुत सारा एग्जिट दिया। बट अगर वीकली चार्ट पे आप आते हैं तो आप देखिएगा कि इसका क्या अभी तक अप ट्रेंड इसका खत्म हुआ है?
तो ये
वीकली चार्ट पे खुल रहा है।
अभी इसमें एंट्री ले सकते हैं आपका मतलब ये ग्रीन पैनल
नहीं, मैं देख रहा हूँ, मेरे को एंट्री दिखेगा तो मैं बताऊंगा जरूर। थोड़ा सा मिस कर दिया मैंने इस स्टॉक को, अभी थोड़ा ऊपर ज़्यादा चला गया। एक बार और थोड़ा करेक्शन हमको इधर आसपास मिले इस लेवल पे, मतलब 270 280 लेवल पे, तो एक बार एंट्री में फिर से लूँगा। क्योंकि ये देखिए आपको साफ साफ दिखा रहा है, अगर आप ज़्यादा रिस्क ले सकते हैं, यहाँ पे थोड़ा नीचे आने पे भी आप अगर एक्यूमुलेट कर सकते हैं तो आप एंट्री यहाँ भी ले सकते हैं। क्यों एंट्री ले सकते हैं? क्योंकि आपको वीकली चार्ट पे आरएसआई बता रहा है सीधा कि ये 60 से फिर से बाउंस हो रहा है स्टॉक। देखिए
बट ये तो एक डाइवर्जेंस टाइप में है ना आरएसआई में। इट्स आरएसआई में मतलब हाई नहीं है और और प्राइस में बहुत हाई है, तो ये तो एक डाइवर्जेंस
आप ये
टाइप
बोल
दिख
रहे हैं,
रहा
हाँ
है।
मतलब आप
हाँ
ये बोल रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे जो है
हाँ
आरएसआई इतना
हाँ
ऊपर
हाँ
है।
हाँ, यस यस
नहीं
यस।
नहीं, अब हाँ मैं इस बात को बताता
उसको
हूँ
तो
जो,
डाइवर्जेंस मतलब
हाँ डाइवर्जेंस बोलते
वो भी एक माइंड में
हैं।
आता है कि ये तो
हाँ,
डाइवर्जेंस है, गिरेगा तो नहीं।
नहीं एग्जैक्टली
ये तो
यही चीज मैं
निगेटिव,
आपको
ये
बता रहा हूँ।
निगेटिव डाइवर्जेंस टाइप में कुछ ऐसा लगता है
हाँ ये
देख कर।
एग्जैक्टली नेगेटिव डाइवर्जेंस है। आप जो बोल रहे हैं मैं आपको
जी
उसकी बात से बिल्कुल सहमत हूँ। बट आप अगर बैक टेस्ट कीजिएगा ना, तो जो स्टॉक मल्टी बैगर्स हैं या जो स्टॉक बहुत अच्छा ट्रेंड दिखाते हैं, अप ट्रेंड दिखाते हैं, वो वो जो लंबे टाइम फ्रेम में, मैं बोल रहा हूँ लंबे टाइम फ्रेम में, वीकली चार्ट या मंथली चार्ट में अगर आपको ऐसा साइन दिखे ना, तो वो एक नेगेटिव साइन नहीं है, बट दिस इज अ बुलिश साइन। इसका मतलब क्या हो, मैं आपको ये समझाता हूँ। इसका एक मेरा खुद का अपना जो इंटरप्रेटेड आइडिया है इसके बारे में। लोग भले इसको बोलते हैं कि नेगेटिव डाइवर्जेंस है, ऑब्वियसली है, मैं मानता हूँ, बट मैं इस बात को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करता हूँ। क्योंकि मैं इस स्टॉक को बहुत पहले से मतलब मेरा खुद का ये मानना है कि अगर लंबे टाइम फ्रेम में वीकली चार्ट पे या डेली चार्ट पे, सॉरी मंथली चार्ट पे आपको ऐसा साइन दिखे नेगेटिव डाइवर्जन, तो दिस इज नॉट अ नेगेटिव साइन। सॉरी, ये जो है नेगेटिव साइन नहीं है, बट दिस इज ये एक पॉजिटिव साइन है। वो क्यों, उसका मैं आपको मतलब समझाता हूँ। ये स्टॉक क्या हुआ, ये 60 से बाउंस किया, ये स्टॉक कहाँ चला गया, 90 चला गया। तो 90 आपको क्या बता रहा है कि बहुत ज्यादा ओवरबॉट हो गया, मतलब बहुत ज्यादा बाइंग हो गई है। तो जो लोग यहाँ से यहाँ तक लेके गए हैं, ऑब्वियसली यहाँ पे प्रॉफिट बुक किए। समझ रहे हैं इस बात को? तो
ओके ओके।
ऑब्वियसली जब लोग यहाँ पे प्रॉफिट बुक करेंगे, जिनको बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉफिट हो गया, अब जो यहाँ से यहाँ तक गया, अब यहाँ इनको करेक्शन थोड़ा बहुत दिखा, तो ऑब्वियसली लोग प्रॉफिट बुक करेंगे, लाजमी है, करेंगे भी।
यस।
तो लोग प्रॉफिट बुक कर लिए। तो जब आप प्रॉफिट बुक कर लिए, तो आरएसआई ऑब्वियसली नीचे आएगा, आया आरएसआई नीचे। बट ये आरएसआई आपको फिर से बता रहा है कि नहीं, हम नीचे तो जाना ही नहीं चाहते हैं, हम तो ऊपर ही जाना चाहते हैं। तो मैं कैसे बोलूँ कि ये नेगेटिव साइन है? ये तो आपको सीधा बता रहा है कि नहीं, ये पॉजिटिव साइन है, नेगेटिव साइन नहीं है। यहाँ प्रॉफिट बुकिंग होने के बाद फिर से ये चलने के लिए तैयार है। और आपको एग्जैक्टली यही हुआ। आप स्टॉक का प्राइस देखेगा तो फिर से वही हुआ, 60 के पास आया, वापस यहाँ से बाउंस हो गया, और स्टॉक देखिए वापस यहाँ से आ गया। फिर दूसरी बार क्या हुआ, इतना यहाँ से जो जिसको प्रॉफिट बुक करना था, फिर लोग प्रॉफिट यहाँ बुक कर लिए। दूसरी बात, ये जो आरएसआई गिरता है, आरएसआई अगर स्टॉक कंसोलिडेशन में रहता है तब भी आरएसआई गिरता है, और अगर प्राइस गिरता है तब भी आरएसआई नीचे आता है।
मतलब आरएसआई कूल डाउन हम उसको बोल
हाँ,
सकते
कूल डाउन कंसेप्ट है ये जो आपको बता रहे हैं। दिस इज अ कूलिंग डाउन प्रोसेस, दिस इज नॉट अ नेगेटिव साइन फॉर स्टॉक, बट दिस इज अ कूलिंग डाउन प्रोसेस फॉर अ न्यू रैली। ये आपको बता रहा है कि हम कूल डाउन हो रहे हैं अभी कुछ दिन के लिए, फिर मैं चलूंगा, यही एक साइन दिखा रहा है। तो अगर लंबे अवधि में आपको ऐसा नेगेटिव डाइवर्जेंस दिखे, तो ये सिंपली दिस इज शोइंग दैट द स्टॉक इज इन अ कूल डाउन प्रोसेस एंड दिस विल अगेन इनिशिएट अ न्यू जर्नी।
और डेली में अगर यही ऐसा ही कुछ
हाँ,
नेगेटिव
डेली में
डाइवर्जेंस
या
दिखा।
15 मिनट में या आवरली चार्ट पे आप वो गाड़ी देखते हैं, तो ये शो करता है फॉर अ शॉर्ट टर्म ट्रेंड इनर, मीन्स ये आपको शो करता है कि शॉर्ट टर्म में इसका ट्रेंड चेंज हो सकता है। ये हम भी मानते हैं। ठीक है, आप इसका मंथली चार्ट भी देखना चाहते हो, मंथली चार्ट भी देखिए, अभी तक इसका कभी आया ही नहीं है। ये देखिए मंथली चार्ट कहाँ ट्रेड हो रहा है,
मंथली तो अब तक
बाय।
के उसका बना ही नहीं है।
इसको तो छोड़ दीजिए। समझ में आ गया ना मैं क्या समझा रहा था?
यस यस यस, आई गॉट दैट, थैंक यू वेरी मच।
एनीवन एल्स एनी क्वेरीज, आप आराम से पूछिए, जिसको जितना जो क्वेरी पूछना ना प्लीज पूछिए, हमको अच्छा लगता है, कुछ कुछ सीखने को मिलता है मुझे भी आप लोगों से, लेकिन आप लोग पूछते ही नहीं।
सर लिंकोलिन का चार्ट, जरा लिंकोलिन फार्मा का
मुकुंद जी
चार्ट चेक
बैंक
करके
निफ्टी
थोड़ा
एंड निफ्टी पे
एक मिनट सर, एक मिनट, आपके भी क्वेरी में आता हूँ, एक बार क्लाइंट का क्वेरी देखिए, लिंक को। ठीक, हाँ जी, आ गए लिंक के चार्ट, बोलिए। तो इसको हटा दो, हाइड कर दो। हाँ, अब बोलो। हाँ बोलिए, क्या आपका क्वेरी इसमें बताइए, मैं बताता हूँ। इसका
जी सर।
चार्ट पहले वीकली
क्या
देख लेते
आरएसआई देखकर सर इसके अंदर एंट्री ले सकते हैं सर?
हैं। देखिए आरएसआई आपको सीधा एंट्री कब दिया था, ये देखिए।
हाँ जी, थोड़ा पहले दिया था।
हाँ, तो आपको अगर आप जैसे देखिए यहाँ पे आपको एग्जांपल, हम एक बार मंथली चार्ट भी देख लेते हैं इसका। मंथली आरएसआई देख लेते हैं। मंथली आरएसआई ऑब्वियसली अप ट्रेंड में, कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है। दूसरी बात इसका आप हम अब देखिए सिंपल सा एक एक चीज, अब यहाँ पे क्या है ना, एक आरएसआई है। अब यहाँ पे 5 चीज आपको सामने आंख के नजर आ जाएगा सामने, आप 10 चीज जोड़ सकते हैं। एग्जाम्पल, आप यहाँ से सब सिंपल सा लाइन, एक लाइन ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं। आपको सीधा ये क्या दिख रहा है, रेजिस्टेंस जोन दिख रहा था। ऑब्वियसली देखिएगा कि अब आप इसको मंथली टाइम फ्रेम में देखिएगा, तो देखिएगा कि अरे इसको रिटेस्ट किया मंथली, मतलब मंथली जो इसका रेजिस्टेंस लेवल था, उसको ब्रेकआउट करने के बाद रिटेस्ट किया, फिर से बाउंस हो रहा है। एक दिस इज अ वेरी गुड साइन। मंथली साइन आपको दिख रहा है कि बहुत बढ़िया है, तो बुल जोन में है, ही कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं है। अब हम लोग आते हैं, तो देख लिया मंथली का आपका एनालिसिस हो गया, वीकली में आते हैं। वीकली में आप देखें कि आराम से 60 के ऊपर वापस 60 को रिटेस्ट किया, मतलब जो इसका ये जो 60 का जो है अप ट्रेंड वाला जो इसका जोन है उसको रिटेस्ट करके बाउंस हो रहा है, वॉल्यूम बहुत अच्छा बना है, ऑब्वियसली है एंट्री का परफेक्ट कैंडिडेट था। अब आएंगे डेली चार्ट पे। अब डेली चार्ट पे आए, डेली चार्ट पे जब हम जिस दिन आए तो डेली चार्ट पे जब देखिए अब कि डेली चार्ट पे आ रहे, ठीक है, तो डेली चार्ट पे हम आए, डेली चार्ट पे आपको एंट्री कहाँ मिला था, देखिए एंट्री मिला था इस कैंडल पे, देखिएगा।